Hey, what is going on out there, everybody? It's the Kanme Online Clash. This is the journey to the tour for Chain Shift. For this very tournament here, the winner going to get $200 and admission to Chain Shift on there as well. Of course, we got a full bracket waiting just for you. I'm Risky Sweep, joined here by Zero. How is it going?
Oh, it's going fantastic. I'm glad to be here in the skies once again with the Kanme crew to kick off a glorious month of June. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some of this action here, especially now that we have this full lineup of Grand Blue versus Tour qualifying action. And what better way to alleviate the pain of the travel than be #1 at a Kanme Clash event here. And like you said, Chain Shift could be that first one. Not only do you get your entry pay, but you get an extra $200. That is outside of the matcherino. So whatever gets donated matcherino is just extra frosting on top. And I'm looking forward to seeing all those donations get used up, those free codes be claimed. And let's kick off our action here to start it out. It looks like it's Alf and Dropletto to kick us off for tonight's bracket.
It does look like that may be what we see on there, but before we get to that part here, we got a couple things we got to talk about with our sponsors as well on there. Because first of all, we do have the bounty board, like we do every week on the Kanme Online Clash here. We got all these bounty titles. We got achievements for this tournament. If that's right, if you're not aiming for the top shop spot, which you should absolutely be trying to do, you can get a little bit of a reward for yourself with some of these stickers down here. Like for example, Dragon Trading. Never run out of Dragon Meter in the set as Zoe, or use 200% meter in one round. Spend that cash on there. All of our ideas come out from the TO crew, from players out there trying to get that. And if you achieve one of them, let us know. We'll try to we'll review that footage on stream. We'll check that out. And if it was right, we'll give you that reward. It's courtesy straight to your mail.
Absolutely. Lots of items to claim on this bounty board here, so definitely check it out. And of course, let's also look forward to all the merch that you can pick up off of the Zenni tag here. You can actually scan that QR code as well, or just hit the link and head over to zenni.com/Kanme. Use that code Kanme for 10% off your Zenni glasses order. If you want shades for the summer, this is a website to check out. They have all sorts of styles to suit your wardrobe throughout the summer fun.
That is exactly right on there. And of course, we can't do any of this out here without Kanme Shop themselves on here. You can scan that QR code right now, and or use the code Kanme10 at the checkout to save 10% off your entire order for merchandise on there. They have completed Season 2 for Tekken 8 not too long ago. Season 3 has just begun, so you know that Kunimitsu is on lock for sure. Offering many different keychains, prints, and stickers, not only for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Tekken 8, but for all sorts of different things, including Uma Musume that I've been seeing out there. I know you need to add a couple of extra little keychains to that, so definitely check that out.
Absolutely, and of course, let's not forget your wake-up options with Okazemi Coffee. If you're looking for a few additional flavors, you can check out the QR code there and enter code Kanme for 15% off at checkout. Some delicious coffee takes, including the wake-up options of, I believe it's just Standing Fierce is one of the flavor titles.
It's like there's like Heavy Attack, I think it's a dark
Heavy
roast on there.
Attack
That's the one I tried.
right.
I love that one. So that's like definitely great on that.
Yeah, so definitely check out those flavors, Okazemi. You've probably seen them at a few events, but this is your opportunity to get it shipped directly to your home.
And of course, we alluded to it just a little bit ago, but this is part of the Kanme GBVS World Tour Support Initiative. You get first place in our special Kanme Online Clash Grand Blue brackets on these specific days, and you're going to win $200 plus free registration to the tournament that is part of the Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising World Tour on there. Of course, today for Chain Shift. On there later on down the line, though, we got Beach Episode, Boston Blue Bee with June 24th on that, and of course later on, prior to I believe in October for XQXL, August 26th, you got a chance at that too. So plenty of opportunities, especially in North America, to make it happen and make your appearance at these tournaments with the style.
Of course, let's not forget, it's Boston Beach Episode. That's the Blue Beat edition. We have Grand Blue versus World Tour, a 4-star qualifier for an East Coast extravaganza. Hot in the summer, July 18th through the 19th. It's a glorious event to check out as well. And we have plenty of games to fill out. You go to start.gg/beach. You'll be able to look at all the information there on how you can register, how you can get to the event, and enter other tournaments, including Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
It's going to be a fantastic event. And like we said before on there, the matcherino, the matcherino, the matcherino. We're going to keep saying that word because we want you to contribute to the matcherino. It's so easy to do. You hit that login button in the far top right corner. You hit it. There's like a billion different ways to log in on there. You click on one of them, you hit the claim code, boom, you're done. You don't have to do anything else unless you want to. Unless you want to help contribute to the top 3 payout or beyond with the players on there with a little bit. If you've been enjoying everything that's going to be happening tonight, all more power to you. But you hit that claim code, that puts a little bit to help these players get to the events. It's expensive getting to these events, like we talked about before. Help them make it happen for more of these players.
Absolutely. Any way that you can help is certainly going to go a long way. Single dollar, I always say, really helps out, especially with everyone watching. You can quickly get up to those assisted tiers in terms of, payout bonuses. So definitely help out with that if you can. And even if you can't contribute directly, tweeting it out or putting it on socials certainly goes a long way. And without further ado, I feel like it's time now to start our Grand Blue action. Alf and Dropletto looking to be locked in. We got a bit of Lowain versus Soriz to kick us off. And man, despite kind of touching up Lowain a little bit, Soriz has been getting very lucky in his last few patches. I'm inclined to say this character is kind of a beast to be reckoned with.
Soriz is a charismatic individual. He gets his way. You talk to him for a little bit, you forget about doing whatever you need to in the patch notes with him. You had a good time. You're thinking about, like, should I have done something? Nah. You go in, happily have that on there. And we got a couple Sorizes in this bracket as well that I was seeing. I think I saw Dragon of Montreal on there. Who else is he? I'm looking down here. We'll probably see that as like alongside of it. So we're gonna see a lot of representation of this character for sure. Of course, we're no stranger to Lowain representation in the brackets also.
Sure. Yeah, Lowain has been one of those characters that's been on the rise stateside, really started infecting Europe, and somehow it flew over here and started spreading across the Americas, and now the entire Grand Blue community is probably in agreement that this character has been a beast in his own right, but just plays the game so differently. Of course, being nerfed out of that ultimate wheel kind of changes things up a little bit for the character, a little more manageable, and Soriz is certainly one of those characters that can really kind of manage some of that full screen game that we're more than likely going to see in a lot of the setup here. Of course, you do have your ultimate lariat to punch right through both Sammy and Toby. We'll see if that ends up coming into play here. I would imagine it does. It's a great way for Soriz to close the gap. He already has the up kick to start things off.
Yeah, a lot of far lights early on, and there's still a great button for Soriz to deal with on here. And we're going to go ahead and deny the Catalina bomb. We're going to take that corner for ourselves, but you know what? The parry says no. Let's go back to the
nice ultimate awesome sauce here to extend with the corner carry. Great positioning here. Expected the reversal, but not coming out from Dropletto here. Nice.
Trying to check it out here and sending out the boys one more time, but we're already going to knock everything out of the way. We want the brave counter early on, but that big counter hit coming all the way for Alvin. It goes right into the human pyramid attack. Let's see how far we can take that. Bounces that Soriz.
Yeah, there it goes.
I was a little bit hesitant. I was like, maybe there was just like maybe a tiny chance of the sliver, but that last final hit always gets me. Always.
Hit with your chest. Hope to start things off and force the BC out. It's a hard guess scenario to drop low to go for the safe route. Just BC away. And I want to see what throw. I'm already blocked up with missiles. Sweet. Body splash does get blocked.
Go in for the invincible reversal on there. Give a little bit of space. You know what? Right back at you. The U-skill invincible reversal from Dropletto. Tried to go for it again. This time going to get fully punished here by Alvin. Into the corner we go. Into the studio. We set up. Send out the boys one more time. And force Dropletto to get another beat. Go back to one.
Again, that damage output from Soriz, able to turn the match on top of its head, especially with a straight strike. Push right into the corner here. The laser will get the stagger, but release pushes back to the corner again with that missile barrage. Unblockable scenario. Tough break for Dropletto.
Yeah, really rough to deal with that, especially when you get by a single missile on there. Suddenly you're a little bit of block stun in the air, and you have that grounded hit going to be like invulnerable to it on that. But we're going to go right back into a lot of EX skills going to be used with a denial by the parry. Alf really stopping that in his tracks on there. Haven't seen a lot of meter, but here comes the SBC and oh, we're gonna get this denied completely. Goodbye to this, and you can complete this combo.
Yeah, trying to go for that install, which is fearsome with its own right. You do get a little bit of that health back, but Alf at maximum range away from the EX lariat. Get that full punch against drop button. Perfect opportunity for Alf, and that's the thing with Lawade. You're talking about spatial control here with this character. You start dash heavy, and you still got the counter hit. All right, Alf.
Time and luck is on their side right now. People go in, hit that parade, get the throw one more time. Oh, you try to bait out the throw. Unfortunate here. This is a devastating round already starting out here. Out working on that perfect. The throws are coming back out. With the pyramid attack. This. Oh, I thought we may have an escape out of this. No, we got it. We got the perfect in the end. We're happy. Out was happy.
That's unbelievable. You can still drop it. You're still going to be A-okay because it would have been hard pressed for drop load to survive the next sequence. Blocked out, but heavily tipped through. You wouldn't be better off. You had to have a perfect dodge sequence in that corner scenario to try to survive it. Great carry. Alf making a hard read on the falling button there.
Second time, like the Kanme here got hit clipped by the Katarina missiles in there, forced to be put into the corner in here, but a little bit of a just adjustment there, waited out the time to get that far right drop letter to get escape from it. We're gonna punch those stars into a confirm. Spin that BP all the way down here, should be able to finish the job, and nice recovery from Dropletto there.
Absolutely. It only takes a single chance for Soares to really turn it around. Like I said, this character, because of strong power, check out.
And I like the use of waiting for the clash on there because Soares loves to go into spin and another bucket on there afterwards. But we're going to go right in and get the knockdown invulnerable. Okay. Oh, we actually get the hit. Oh, no, this is going to be devastating.
And the meaty rock smash into the back throw. Beautiful position, but a very late BC actually saves drop level from the corner sequence. JM does get blocked out. That's actually really safe JM right there.
Okay, a little bit of recovery. Alf was trying to blitzkrieg through on that first round in there. Did not let the perfect deter Dropletto in that scenario here. Now we're in a 1-to-1 situation in these first to three.
Stabilize the combo route. What's the combo limit? Yeah, just enough for awesome sauce.
Get the recovery. Oh, you kick away the friends, but you gotta watch out for the main character here. Laway's gonna get a little bit better than the last 30 lives. We're gonna go in. Yep, lock on the muscle.
Plus scenario here with a close light. The challenge? Yo, the maximum range. Oh, 2
Yeah, far, long distance connecting call. Try to go for the neutral jump again. These Katarina missiles are getting Dropletto nearly every time.
It's a tough sequence to break through. You have so many strikes there. I mean, it's just a barrage of missiles, really. You block one, you're going to have to hold the rest of them. Let's get a strike to push right through. Maybe an ultimate area to try to help you out. Great sequence. Safe jump not going to be applied there. That's too deep a jump in.
Oh, but right on through. We have the roll helping out with the pressure. Send that one more time, forcing the boost by Dropletto. Right back at you though.
Barrage, extra combo breaker right there.
Bring out that far light one more time in there. That time getting the full confirm, and that's all you need to get the round. Critical moment for both of these players.
Haymaker. Nice little poke. The delay calling out the parry. So you have another sequence on your hands here. Depending on how you end this combo. 50% likely to actually Dropletto sits pretty comfortable. You know, overextend, sitting in the Grand Blue zone. So if Alf makes the decision to jump out, you're going to put him right back in. But Alf, great defensive calls. You run right into the chest.
Yeah, like I said it earlier, say it with your chest on there, but we're going to get thrown. Try to fade out. Got the bait on the throw. In fact, on here, we're going to go in, throw down the kickball up as high as you can go. Laway's going to go get the wall bounce. He doesn't have quite enough for necessary just yet. He's going to give Dropletto a chance to get out. But
Health game with 2U knocked out. We're blocking. Oh man, you can't block this, brother.
No. Frame 1 on that. Got the grab, add there, and that's going to be Dropletto taking game number 2 and the lead.
Battle 1. Engage.
So careful. I would have blocked too. I'll be so honest. Like, I would have ran up like, ah, you can't hurt me. Wait!
It's like, wait, oh no, oh no!
Full extension here from launcher to boot. Okay. Still extra damage. Oh, you're dead. Oh no.
100% dead on there. Just a slight little delay. Got the hit, and you know what? Might as well catch it.
Battle 2. Engage.
JL, who's purpose in here? Larry, anything else?
Okay, got out there with it. Catalina bot gets the stun on them, so we go ahead and use skill, get that bounce up one more time. We're going to try to get that westward corner just for extra damage. Try to get the reset. It does block on the DP right there, so hey, you know what? That's going to be a little bit more.
A little weird to get extra damage off that. We already spent so much, but beautiful corner position for Alf. Nice. The little auto, the back dash to you. Quite a way to start things off here.
Battle 3.
I'm trying to keep on the winner's side here. Long way to go if you lose the first one for sure. So, oh, good.
Drought start dash heavy. Hey, it worked one time. Let's see if Dropletto knows.
Got a lot of matches, you know, maybe you gotta recall the memory from just a short time ago. However, though, Dropletto has the meter to make this work. There's gonna be one more interaction to go on here afterwards, but it's gonna get out the corner, takes it out. Gets it out.
Oh! Caught in the middle of the roll, it looks like. That's a easy opposite side. What a 2L. The bravery from Dropletto, but earned bravery. You look at that life lead, you take a couple risks. You are a whole game up. Dropletto 3-1. Closing it out and advancing on winner's side of the bracket over Alf.
Yeah, and it looked like early on too. It's like we're so used to some things with the low lane mini games on there. We saw early on, like with the Catalina bot, either with the lasers or the missiles, kind of stopping a lot of Dropletto's approaches, especially in the air. Like was actually approaching from the air quite a bit, which is not what you usually see from a lot of Sora's players on there, trying to get in with the lariat, try to like punch the stars and everything else in between, but was able to really turn that around and get away and like kind of like culminate between like what the Alpha's trying to do.
Absolutely. It's so difficult to try to navigate that space, but if anyone could do it, I feel like Sora is, like you just talked about, has a lot of the tools that are capable of navigating some of that space, especially surviving some missile barrage. Has a great anti-air option just to go for the launch of the his forward special, right? The high kick, just being able to deny both Sammy and Toby. You're in that great vertical position too. It's not going to launch you forward in a position where you're kind of off the, you know, the beaten path to try to make that punch against Luane. But we're going to get yet another Luane by the looks of it. It'll be Tux stepping up to the plate, up against Lazy Ruin, who is going to be on Galleon out here. And Galleon has received a lot of great changes in this iteration of the game. We saw a great showing from probably one of the higher level Galleons I'd ever seen in Virum over Combo Breaker. But we'll see what Lazy Ruin has to showcase. It's been a little bit since we've seen Lazy on the Galleon, so looking forward to seeing how far we've come, especially with that double meteor change, right? The higher the level, the more meteor options you have.
Yeah, like you only spin up to like level 2 on those meteors from now on there. So like you're trying to set that up and set up the distance on there. You got a little bit more opportunity for combos and some interesting routes as a result of it. So we'll see what Lazy Ruin has to give on here. Right now, a lot of 5U trying to get Tux into position on here. Going to catch in there with the 2M, but it's going to be the 5H doing all the work now.
Hold on, I need to clean up my glasses. I thought we were watching Galleon on here, but it looks like Cagliostro on the screen.
Almost, just about.
Jesus. What are you doing about that far heavy? What do you do?
Oh, the far heavy. That is the button of the gods for Galleon. It does everything with stitches, big ring sandwiches for you, makes your lunch, and everything in between.
BC away. Run up. Really kind of hesitant on the approach. You're worried about the reversal of KOK Lazy, who is not showcasing yet. Kind of just be a bully. Massive call out there. Trying to go dash heavy. Low enough to block this position, so that's good.
So has a level 1 on plate. Actually going to use that far heavy to get rid of the boys on there, but it's going to be the throw. It's going to get the back into position. And again with the far H, they're going to get that full conversion on top of it here. Enough time to set up the human pyramid attack first.
Rune's doing pretty good right now. Nice spodges. Oh, no! Tuck!
Hold on.
Wait, there's one. We have another situation. We can set up one more seal. The 5 you can get blown up with the dash heavy, but still able to clutch out a victory with that gauntlet.
That dash heavy was definitely inspired though. It does get around the 5U on that Lazy Room trying to get. Unfortunately, not the beat to the end of the round there. Lazy Room will get that first one. And again, trying to go with the fire H. Going to get the dive right into the air grab. Back into the corner you go.
It's so much more powerful just by being able to drop one more rock. Not having to charge constantly rock usage. Nice anti-air. Really just uppercut.
Lazy Ruin using this 5H weapon like he's trying to do morning aerobics here. Spin it out. Will of the Earth going to bring him down too far away. Just to count, but you know the counter combo. But you know what? We missed that whip opportunity in there. Lazy Ruin was more than ready to pick up to get that round. Wow.
Watch the early parry starting there. Gauntlet, but still Sammy coming through with the low. We're just installing. What a 2H ground bounce. Let's launch it one more time.
The side shot back, and you made out the parry, bring out the clap your hands and say, yeah, it's the will of the earth. Lazy Ruin is devastating now.
It's when you get caught in that juggle combo, you start to panic. You think about any option in your arsenal to get out of that situation, and odds are you're not holding north. It's going to be let me hold down back and not let this happen ever again, which is only beneficial for Galaxy.
Big comp and collected happy throughout the far heavies as they come in there. There's another one, enough time to set up the full level 1 and get the full combo on. You were close enough to make that happen.
Interesting. I thought you were going to go for the walk under there. A little bit too low to the ground was tough. Got the 5S heavy.
Not the crumple, but too far away. Stay working, so try to set up more moves.
Toss to the corner. Set up real quick with the down special, but we go for the command grab right after the ultimate edition.
Primordial Grasp by Beloved on there. Has been doing the work at that part. Set point, ready to go. Immediate parry going to deny the will of the Earth for Lazy for just a moment, but we did get that combo back into neutral to go.
Pull up the resource game there because I feel like Tuck's been gone for an awesome sauce to avoid the command grab. I feel like you're airborne in time. Just go for the ultimate version here, but could be mistaken. I have to look at that. All right, BC out. Does get cap out for lockdown. What a tech here. Lazy Ruin in complete control. Oh, but still going to get tech down into this throw. Back to the corner. Good defense.
Oh, but we'll go ahead with the bug on the other side. Try to use the jumping U at there. So it's a crossover. Now we're having to hold it back. Catalina Bot coming in a little bit more prominence now.
Yeah, I've just erased everything with heavy.
And erase everything with the invincible reversal. A little bit of use skill for that here. Doesn't have a lot of meter to work with, but we're close enough to get a raging chain if he really wanted to on there afterwards. Just going to use his last BP to get denial, but hey, get Mom out here. Get Mom out here. I need some help.
Lazy did such a good job of dodging the pyramid attack. Has some help to fight back with Jim, but still going to get speared by the Earth. Too far away for a punish. 5U to keep you locked in. Just come to zone out here. Yikes, the lockdown. Not able to be a blockable scenario with the rock. Missed the uppercut here. The forward special goes off the wayside. Smart thinking from Tux. I've seen this situation before. I'm not going to approach you. I'll let them do the work.
Yeah, that Lazy Ruin's been a little bit more like eager to use the Bedrock Blast on there, like in those situations. That time's going to be coming out of the way, but going in with the getting the throw back in there and getting the level 1 meters on Tux here. And you know what? Clap your hands, say yeah one more time, bring it down. And again!
There you have to wait to hold north, react to the bright light. Good jump. Heavy starters will put you in the corner. Tries to mix with empty low. Lazy not falling for HPA. Hopefully opens things up for you. Again, Lazy Ruin so ready to dodge the sequence.
That could have been a very different story. It was so late on the far H on there, like was able to recover because sometimes they get the first dodge on top of the play. So good stuff from Lazy Ruin. Going to get the grab. That was enough to kill on top of that here. That does mean Lazy Ruin going to take that 3-0.
It's that spacing game. I mean, look at the defense that we have from Lazy Ruin out here. Every single HPA was ready to try to stop Tux or at least get a punish right off of it. And the spacing was really important here. We call this character a grappler, but I'm almost inclined she is still just the hybrid grappler who's been given two archetypes. She's zoning and grappling at the same time. And that is an all-powerful setup. Look at the spacing that we have here. Every time there was a BC attempt, Lazy was just a step away from getting called out by it. Was ready to punish, had that command grab. It was pretty solid game plan here for Lazy Ruin, and I don't blame you, Tux, for forgetting how to fight Galleon. They're so few and far between, which is a shame because this version of Galleon is actually pretty gosh darn good.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of like the changes they've done to this character. It makes them more interesting routes. You have a little bit more flavor to deal with, especially in that, like you were saying earlier, Zero, that mid-range game that Galleon has access to in there. You'd be able to use far H, be able to use 2M to kind of reach out and in between, and be like, if you're a little bit too far away, well, it's time to set up some meteorites. But that was then. This is now. We got a couple extra characters coming up to the screen. We got stuff like UL and Eustace, and I missed those names. We're gonna find out right together though.
This is gonna be Vidro versus Don Quavius. It's been a bit since we've seen Don Quavius with their Eustace popping up here, but UL, I know you, Vidro. I know what you're up to.
Of course, you know, the Eustace stock definitely being up after combo breaker on there, so we're gonna go right into this. Don Quavius has been playing on Eustace for quite a bit here. Vidro on the UL as well. We're gonna keep a plus, and they're dodging out of the DP option for the knife attack from Don Quavius, and they're still retaining the corner.
That could have been far worse. The parry, yo, how many you got in there? Vidro panicking on the parry, not gonna work out with Don Quavius. Snipes with the low. Nice slow kill, able to convert with the dash light. Comes to break that close combat starter. Yeah, it's still going to be Vidro's turn on this one. Very tricky to try to contest against UL, especially when she has the box stance, that back special kind of retreating away. Alright. The 2H! No! I disagree. She was inside the 2H. You heard the gun go off. She got hit.
It was a little bit early. I didn't see the second part of the 2H go off, unfortunately, there. So, unfortunate, but we're going to go right into it. We're going to get another chance at this violence right here. Going to end it with the DP for the Oki setup. One more time with the overhead. This time, going to fail on it. Don Quavius on the move.
Stand block. A little bit too far for the shot. Good spot dodge from Vidro. The dash light on the approach. All right, we're going to spend this super in the corner. We're down 2 brave points, so we want to try to reload.
Going for the throw, but we get the flyback strike early on here, and I like the neutral jump to get away from the blue grenade.
Do it again here, dash light to keep you locked in. Slow kill continues the pressure. Vidro willing to... Another normal jumping would have worked out on the punish for the throw.
I didn't see it away, but definitely the opportunity did have to use the red grenade on top of that. Don Quavius was going to get hit with the combo finish to confirm into the corner. We're tied up 1-1 in this match.
Engage.
Armite, dash up one more time. Yeah, too little too late to try to challenge. These throws going off the wayside. Vidro's still not able to get a full conversion. Dash up.
Yeah, into close combat one more time. Enough time to set up the red grenade one more time. Nothing on the throw.
It was a perfect anti-air opportunity there for Don Quavius. They were in the Grand Blue zone, could have taken a step over the 2H, but it's so difficult to try to react at that range. Too far. And not your turn quite yet. We're going to steal it back at that DP. It is technically your turn. It's just, you got to play the coin toss of will you all DP here.
Yeah, 100% on there. And usually, if they're feeling it, they're feeling it for sure. First one though, going to go to Don Quavius in here. We're already throwing out the grenades one time, getting away from the approach in there for Don Quavius, but not away from this red grenade.
Nice dash up and a full conversion since we're so close in the corner. Oh no, one in a BC, the max range heavy. There's no jumping out. And we're just outside the range of DP, outside the range of BC, so that was great, a great sequence from Don Clavius to hold that position. Beedrill finds the way out. Nice.
Great.
Use a BC just to get Don Clavius back into the corner, but the confirm into the immediate Raging Strike, Raging Chain is going to confirm that for Don Clavius to get another round on their side.
Easy dash lights. Knockdown here. Just a DP on wake up. Breathing room. I mean, that's the thing about UL. She's going to be very active on offense and defense. And it's so tricky to keep her locked down, and that's kind of what she plays around, right? You're kind of getting baited out from either throw attempts, or you think you're in whip punish opportunity when you stole it back to compare your DP reversal. This time, Don Clavius does find a way out of that corner.
Yeah, you're right, Zero. Like UL is going to be very active in this game. But Don Clavius is following up with a lot of the answers right here. Look away with the follow with the Q skill, and that's more than enough to finish the job. It's now 2-0.
Eustace kind of cut for the same cloth there. We had the jumping shot to also bait out throw attempts. Beedrill had a right idea to go for that back step. But it's not a run-up throw. It's going to be very rare we get that run-up throw coming from Eustace.
No plus on there, but the clash in the favor of Beedrill right here. Gonna go into box play one more time, trying to keep that turn, but checking that 6L and the box play one time. Actually avoiding it, not the U-skill assault knife.
Cross up nice in there. Really just able to land in time to get the block. Traditional safe jump. Off the wall. Super available. Do you spend BC here? No, you're going to go for that one more. Oh, you spent the super. Interesting. I thought we get the guaranteed damage, so we might have been unsure of where the combo limit was at that point.
Yeah, maybe
overhead.
Play it safe. Okay, BC right back on it. Now play with the red rat race on deck here. But going to get hit with the follow-up into the 6-8. Can't get a whole lot off of it, unfortunately, here. But just need a little bit more touch for Beedrill to make the mark in there. If Don Clavius has anything to say, nope, has nothing to say.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, the 2H Jake comes with Beedrill so often in this set.
Yeah, especially that little delay that it does in there. It can be hard to time it just directly on there. Another flash in the favor of Beedrill yet again. Going to that westward corner, trying to avoid some of the longer range weapons from Don Clavius.
Odd has to hold this. Nice. Got caught low. Not able to get the full conversion. Watch it!
Oh. Okay, tap 1 BP each on the side. Extra damages on the table for both, unless we want to get spin the SBA, get that confirmed, maybe get a restore on here. But right now, Flamex strikes are on the table. He's trying to avoid in there. Just goes for the throw option. Closer to the corner.
So, ooh, quite a reversal super, but still gonna get shut down with a rat race. That projectile in your face.
Was not expecting it at that, but we got that confirmed and to fin it with the SBA. Get the down set point for Don Clavius.
Battle 3. Engage.
You know, this is a beautiful stage to pick if you're looking at bounties here. It's very easy to get the knockdowns against the collar in the background there. Get you some stickers.
Yeah, could be important. If you want to get that on top of maybe getting the first place on there, it gives you double the rewards, double the victory on that. So right now, Vidral's going to bait out that throw from Don Clavius. Here comes the full combo. You got the SPA meter to make it work here. You want to do the reset? No, you're going to spin it.
95% on your super gauge. It's a tricky spot to be. We go for the ult shot here just to push away and slow things down. Beedrill is just absolutely owning this corner, but the stagger lights, not going to be a lot of damage. It's enough to push you back in the corner. Good call out on the BC. Jump in. That's unfortunate. Taking that BC does need to take a bit of damage, and as we said before, it's going to be unsafe option in DP from UL, and Beedrill going to take this round.
Don
one.
Quavius has not been hesitating to make an action happen, whether it be a throw or a strike on those options from Beedrill. And this time, try like not even caring for the loss on there. Going to go ahead with a little bit of damage, but right back at it from Beedrill.
Kanme Esports going to say reverse 3-0. It's the first game. Don't put that curse energy out here.
Oh, hold on. The curse might be real, though. Might be going into DP. Set in for the OK on there. Going in low.
Dodge. Lockdown for Rat Race again. Staggers. I can't believe you took the DP route there. Those were lights.
Got deep jump in on there, but unfortunately wasn't able to get anything else off of it here. Fox playing to keep that plus one more time with the E-skill version of that coming in. We got a lot of pushback from just blocking from that alone.
Sets out the range of the BC. The ultimate Flamek Thunder going to finish the job.
Battle 2. Engage.
Coming in. Oh. Yeah, we got caught ducking on top of that here, so we can go all the way into the corner here. Hit the combo limit one more time. This time the low from third dance is going to make the job happen on here. Are you going to be able to build up to SDA? You might be doing like one OP, yeah.
Dash like, wow, that's a great read from Don Quavius. Quick reaction, get the reversal dash. The PC still able to take the lights, our turn. Nice. Maximum range. Beedrill starting to feel the heat in this corner with 2 brave points down. Cancel. Trying to bait out this DP. Hey, I'll take this damage here. If you're going to late tech, that's fine by me.
Got enough for SSBA happening on here, and we're checking out for the throws. Nothing on the tech. Just going to get out with the DP, trying to get to the other side here. Great blocking from Don Quavius, but going to use that DP just to get away from the scenario, but not for very long.
To be so right yet so wrong at the same time.
This time, the 2H does make its mark here. Been looking for that the entire set here so far. Let's go ahead and throw one more time. Big counter hit with the red rat race. Big damage to
Yeah, Don Quavius has been fishing for that DP reversal since last round, and to finally get it. Nice little payoff to hold the corner, and we're back where we oh my god, no!
Oh, that was inspired. Got away from the skill Flemex strike on there for just a little bit of time. But trading out the BP, trying to take their turn back. Getting caught out the air with the shield fight.
Spot for the ultimate additions to slow things down. There's little to no health on the side of Beedrill. I think we need one more chip before we can actually take a chip kill.
Spot dodging though. We're not spot dodging the follow-up on there. The low from the Assault Coast Combat. Going to take that 3-1. Don Quavius.
Oh, I mean, shoot. Way to lock in right there, Beedrill, to get the spot dodge. Not only on ultimate slow kill, but ultimate Flamek. But man, it's a tricky spot to be. Great sequence coming from both competitors here, and Beedrill certainly giving you a run for your money. It is UL, very difficult to deal with, especially those corner sequences when you have a character that doesn't have a true reversal. Yet Don Quavius had a lot of great answers. Just go for that reversal dash, to go for dash light punish, or at least to call out when Beedrill wanted to back off from the corner. Had a lot of great slow kill call outs, and utilizing meter to go for ultimate Flamek Thunder is a great way to kind of hold on to your position, also slow down your opponent from making their offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw a lot of times between both like Beedrill and Don Quavius where they were like, it was a very active match. They were just like trying to be able to like try to take their turn back on here. But we can't stop there, Zero. We got more and more and more matches to go through here. Who do we got coming up?
Battle 1.
I got the first bracket actually here. I do see that we have the Rissa fan up against Yosamitsu. Let's see how long we're going. Just a couple matches outside of top 8 qualification. The winner of this will either face off against Lazy Ruin or Ryazo. Yosamitsu, of course, going to be on that patent. Narmaya locking down the corner. Oh, what a Setsuna and a second one to back it up.
Get the restand on top of that here. It has been a little bit more of that CX. This is all the follow-up on the U-skill version. Unfortunately, going to give Narissa Fan a chance to turn things around. Gets on to the other side with the Samsara in place on here. Oh no.
Excellent.
Even in health. We do have that install. Jeez Louise. Yeah, let's get the launch and scream at him. Come on, H, full convert. You're dead. That's the one spot you don't want to be in. The corner up against Versusia. She routes into anything for victory.
Engage.
Yeah, it's so easy at that part on here. But right now, Yosamitsu not taking that line down. We're going to take that corner for ourselves. Now time for Narissa to apply the token to them. Trying to reach out with that 2M. Not finding anything just yet. Yosamitsu being a little bit more cognizant of the distance between.
Excellent chase down with the Wreck-It series coming from Yosamitsu.
Excellent.
Second close heavy. A little bit late on that close heavy here. Really waiting for that counter hit opportunity.
Have to go for the grab. We're like back throw on there. Just setting up after. Still has access to the token on here. Ooh. Oh, actually tried to use it, but the BP gets denied on that opportunity. I like the timing on that.
Couple state, ultimate grenade. We're going to recharge another one for this corner sequence. Not enough to get our own meter, but Yosamitsu will have some options after the sequence is done. Wait a minute. Hold the ultimate grenade.
On there, but we're going to go ahead. BP on here. You're going to blow up with anything, regardless. Not of too far away for the Samsara, but we're trying to check it out here.
Oh, good roll. Oh, no! Whoa! It's a bit of a scramble there. I understand the position that you're in. Yosamitsu going for that forward roll. Great spot to be. But we also put ourselves in a precarious position with Narissa. Went for the forward special. We could have been punished for that. Goes a little bit of panic after that DC. Went for the DP to steal it right back. And man, I don't know how else you hold back your fight or flight instincts in that scenario.
Oh, it's still fight or flight even at this point. We saw the EX try to come out there. Unfortunately, got thrown out there by Narissa. Now you're stuck in the corner.
Whoa!
Oh, that was fortunate on the teleport on there. Was able to keep alive for a little bit longer, but not for this moment here. We're going to go ahead and get that connecting flight on deck. We got the SBA to make it happen. Cash it in.
A great conversion from Narissa fan here. The Versusia, still a strong character in her own right. You think about the spatial control that she has, being able to navigate the screen space. Honestly, the mid-range where she's the most devastating. Good dash light coming from Yosa. Nice.
Down the throw on this opportunity here. Yeah, like definitely is a much of like a jump scare opportunity for Versusia being up close and personal. You got the token on there for the follow-up that come into play. We see it just using there as the approach tool. But we're gonna get in there with the far light, the two light rather on there. Back into the corner you go. Get that confirmed.
Trying to back off, but Narissa still fell for it. Nice start. Off to the corner. Got to end this one short, but plenty of damage to be done.
Oh, refresh. There we are. Speaking token.
The biggest that we got the SBA. It's a threat. We're down to one brave point. I don't care how many times you press 5U. I'm still going to get the strike, the screen, and you're one touch away from death.
Ever so much closer here. Just trying to get away from the fireball. Actually gets onto the other side. That was a little scary, Zero.
We'll take the forward special to finish the job. The Ultimate Edition. And that's Narissa fan up 2-0 over Yosamitsu so far.
While we have a little bit of this break, haven't had a chance to really say it yet, but Matcherino, it's still in effect on there. I would love to see all of you claim those Matcherino codes in here, like as many as we can before we get to top 8. Here we go, though.
Engage.
BC out. Lariat though, the BC just in time. It's interesting. I feel like this roll was purposeful from Yosamitsu, who's waiting until that token gets spent, the install, right? And then we BC to make sure it's wasted. It forces an interaction where Narissa will need to insult yet another time. Already open up for the corner. Yosamitsu, percent on meter. Not able to get her kill yet.
Unable to get anything on the throw, but the big counter hit on here. Narissa Headband has more than a chance to add bring things up here. We're gonna go ahead and use that SSCA, bring out like pretty even up on there actually. Have access to the spot dodge, and you're in immediate. Whoa!
You think Yosamitsu can't react to that? You see how many times Yosamitsu be flipping in this match? They got reactions. Come on now.
We love the full stuff on here afterwards. But
No,
you
we
know
don't.
what?
2-8.
The 2-8 from Narissa. Gonna go ahead, use that token this time around. Nothing for it. We're just gonna go in for the strike on their ass.
Easy way, just trying to steal a turn, but a quick light from Yoza. Just block on the DP.
Out, back. Stand there one more time. Trying to get out, but call it out. The throw attempt from Narissa, man. Beautiful indeed. But you're gonna have to hit the combo.
I mean, that shimmy was everything right there. Yozamitsu with one final parade point. It's a big catch-up opportunity for Narissa here. But in the mid-screen, a little tricky. It would have been an early spin on SSBA, and we wouldn't have gotten our kill, but this next touch guarantees the kill for both players. Block on the pillar. Let's bide our time here and just go for the zoning wars since Yoza has no SSBA, but does have resources for ultimate flip. What a neutral jump. Oh no!
Not a chip damage on there. Got perfectly hit by the U skill from Narissa fan as it is. And now it's set point for Narissa.
See the standard cycle. Save the grenade here. Next cycle. Dropped out. That was a huge drop, but this time around, I don't think Narissa's going to drop this one. We got a round. We got a game. We have a set. 3-0 victory for Narissa fan over Yozamitsu.
Finishing the job right, just like that. Really good effect on there. Even though Yozamitsu was trying their damnedest to make sure that Narissa didn't have access to the token, to everything else in between on there. We saw being able to just be able to call out a lot of the attempts that Yozamitsu was trying to get in.
I mean, I think you really lose out on damage output in this matchup here. Yozamitsu fought tooth and nail throughout the set. I mean, defensively was able to navigate the screen space against Narissa fan, but in terms of how many strikes it's required to take victory, Narissa every single time only needed 2. And again, the crux of the situation is that it's a single touch into whatever I feel like I'm going to be able to quarter carry or just get the full sequence of combo to take away half your health. And Yozamitsu has to be a little tricky with Death by 1,000 Cuts to achieve victory against Versusia there.
Yeah, it's a hard-fought battle for sure, and especially Narissa fan was more than ready to take it on there. We saw with the U skill teleport in there, trying to get on there, was just happy. He's like, you know what, was not even phased by that. We got that 2H in there, be able to retake their turn back and make you rethink so many of those options that Narmaya has, and just limiting everything in between.
Absolutely. And up next, we're gonna get Zoma versus B-Tatsu.
Hey, shout out to Zoma. Arvira did excellent work in at combo breaker on the comms and on the sticks as well here. Of course, B-Tatsu known for the galleon play, so this is gonna be an exciting matchup.
Absolutely. Oh no, locked in. Wait a minute. It's supposed to go the other way around. It's supposed to be Zoma going for a 5U grab attempt here, but quick smack at the light. Stop trying to grab me, please.
Oh yeah, B-Tatsu was trying to go for the U-skill primordial grasp on there. Zoma said no, getting out here, but not out of the corner just yet. A lot more of the 5H, like we were seeing earlier in the set. And we're going to jump away. This time, not going to deny on it. Time for the Vera.ex install to affect the computer.
Excellent.
We'll see. It's a tall order. Zoma is a touch away from death. Alright, get that big jump there for 2L. Could have been ulted, and we still will. That chip damage, no escape for Zoma.
Not even being in the air at that point. You could not get away from that. Right back into it, the 6-6M, the low option on there. We get all the way to the corner. We're trying to bait out that throw, but when he hits the 5U into the air grab from B-Tatsu.
Yeah, tough break. It'll be very rare to see Luminaria come into play here, especially when we're full screen having to block on a 5U. Dash light. Poke, but right back at it. B-Tatsu being relentless. I'm hard pressed to figure out what Zoma really does here. We do have a couple alt DP options, but Zoma is not going to have the opportunity at this spacing. 5H into 5H victory.
Yeah, this has been kind of similar to what we were seeing earlier on there. B-Tatsu happily using the 5H, all the buttons that are just far enough away from some of the things that Vera especially can do on there. Like even with the Brave counter on there was too far away to get it, so we get the full punish in there from Bitatsu. The quick pokes were a great, like the use of the far M especially was a good move on there, but was not able to get in, like be able to get anything else beyond.
Galleon.
See if we can try to navigate the screen space. I think the problem with this matchup is you want a quick shift into your install Vera and try to navigate the screen space a little bit faster over, of course, the 5U come from Galleon, but you can't do your traditional set play with Vera on this matchup. You see here the 5U knocking out the Luminaria startup. It's a great call from Zoma to get the dash light to try to go for the down special for Bitatsu.
Sets up Luminaria on there afterwards, holding down for the plus frames and happy to go in for the throw. One more time on there, but Bitatsu is waiting in there with the level 0 now. Meteorite already spent 2 of them just in one small spin.
Yeah, hey, I'll take that strike. Knock down dash and shut down a 5U. Wow.
The Bedrock Blast, skill version on there, gets out of the situation. Trying to use that far M one more time. Plus frames on the medium version of Will of the Earth, but gets hit by that primordial grasp. Bring him down.
Block of the JU. Not able to react fast enough to this one. Too far away to try to challenge, but Zoma's really thinking about it. One thing we can try to do if we're getting that full screen space with the 5U and rock drops right on top of you, it's a tight window. You can spot dodge. You can. It's very tricky, and I respect anybody that would rather just kind of hold the block in those scenarios, but it is a choice to avoid some of the chips.
Chip away has been the method of the
There you go.
here so far. Okay, yeah, getting away from it. Setting up for the Lumiere to come in all the way through. Okay. Kick into the throw. Closer and closer to that. Go.
Down. Throw sequence here. We've not been DP'd out of the corner yet. Okay. All right. You know what? First spot dodge, now a DP out of corner. Fair enough.
Okay, goes right into the new skilled arcane afterwards. Try to go in there with the 2M afterwards, but going to get confirmed by Bitatsu. Back down to go. Set. Check, trying to see where we're going to beat him. I was looking out for that earlier with the Scarlet Oak skill version of that. Unfortunately, was blocked by Bitatsu. Was able to get that punish on there afterwards, and Bitatsu is now up 2.
Believe in victory.
It's one of those things that
Battle 1.
you're just like, yeah, I see the meter over there. You're Vera. You're gonna do it. It's just a matter of when. 5-8, just pull it back. Medium special and calls out the DP from Zoma with a massive counter hit starter. No, not a chance this time.
No primordial grasp this time on here. The trade, though, at least gets away, gets rid of one level of the meteorite. But here we go. Bring it down. Get the command grab on there. Enough time for Vera to be installed.
Kanme still holding on to plus frame. Zoma really trying to hold on to the lead that they once had, but now Bitatsu. Far heavy launches. Yo, that combo's still sick.
Yeah, it really is. It's Muddy Embrace also, it feels like it's like, oh, that will doesn't do that damage. It's just like, oh, wait, it does that much? Hold on here.
So range on the 5U. Jumping block. Still not your turn. BC out.
First hit, but didn't quite believe on there. Trying to get those plus frames from Scarlet Oath one more time, but the 5U kicks in. Bitatsu's going to get the side switch in the corner for themselves.
Lead. So look at the ground bounce. Shane, not enough to get her kill here. Just setting up for what feels like is inevitable here. Just spot dodge. Zoma trying to challenge back with the dash heavy.
Are we going AM coast to coast here? No, we're going to go right into the race chain on there afterwards. Enough time to set up the EX Lumiere.
Oh. Okay, good spot dodge. See, I was telling y'all, spot dodge the rock. You get an opportunity, but it's a very tricky window to do so. Zoma, as calculated as he could be, it's so difficult to try to navigate this space right here. That max range of the far heavy to try to close that gap. We see the ideas there come from Zoma to really try to fight back, but man, Bitatsu really taking control of the situation. And honestly, Galleon has been a character to kind of fear lately. One of the characters you don't really run into, and so few of them are at this level of play or better, that makes it you know, a matchup that you'll study. I've seen enough online ranked Galleons to be like, okay, well, I can neutral jump here, I can do a spot dodge on this sequence. But when you get to this type of set play, it's very tricky to play your traditional defensive style, especially when you're at max range, unable to BC away, unable to get a solid DP to get out of those pressure situations, and you're fishing for really just one window of opportunity where a command grab takes place.
Yeah, and with Vera, you have limited options to go from a distance on there too. You got Lumiere like coming in. You can kind of like be able to set up set play. If you get the EX version on there, you can at least try to safely approach on there. You got Scarlet Oath, which you block, you're going to get punished on there. If you're in Vera.exe, you get a little bit more of those options in play there. But we didn't get to unfortunately see any of that on there. Just a little bit too far out of range for most of the opportunities that Vera would have had.
Absolutely. And once again, thank you all for tuning in and hanging out with us here at the Kanme Clash Online. Of course, you can check out the matcherino. Be sure to do so. We get some free codes into the pot. It's going to help out our players here. And again, a very special night here where first place will get their venue fee paid for change shift and also an additional $200, which is separate from the matcherino. Matcherino is going to be funded by all of us here watching, using those free codes, and that matcherino will spread across the top 3. So please contribute if you can. If not, let folks know there's a Grand Blue bracket going on tonight. It is so much fun.
Absolutely here. We got 30 of those codes remaining on here. So the sooner we can start redeeming all those codes and we go to 0, the sooner I can start thanking you for using those codes in here. As we go into our next match here, coming into play, we got Dragalia versus PMA.
This is a top 8 qualifier. In the background, it's Riazo versus Narissa Fan. And Swizzle and B Tatsu will be going up at it as well for our winner side top 8 matches.
And PMA is Iago on here for those in the know on there afterwards. So has been on the Ilsa on the online tournaments lately, but here we go. We're back on the ferry, especially for what is at stake here.
I had to listen for a second because I thought I was hearing some other track, and it's the boss.
Oh,
track. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I was hearing some J-pop track going like, wait a minute, what's going on? When did they add this song?
Oh, we're not dancing yet. We're just fighting right here. Dragalia going to go in with the confirm on the rage chain right there. Nice up for round 1.
Locked in on the GG. In great positioning, right? So PMA not giving up that space, and he's forced to block GG before he gets approached. Now, doing this J up there coming from Dragalia, but no approach from PMA.
Check it out one more time, but we're going to go right into the jumping queue in there to get the confirm on top of that here. This is on anything afterwards, but we get that flip coming in from Dragalia back in the corner. You go. Where are we going to go with this?
Combo limit. What a 5L! Are you kidding me? It works out because it looked like Dragalia was trying to bait a throw attempt there. PMA just ready.
Oh yeah, followed by the F. Shiki going to go put Dragalia back in the corner. Going to use that long reach of the whip to get a little bit of extra damage. We're going to catch in with the dash low attempt from Dragalia.
Here's the problem. We were waiting for Guest Pence the whole time to try to guarantee that chip victory. Not close to the corner to lock it down, and there it is! One more Guest Pence to close it.
Okay, 1-1 here. You know it's going to be exciting set. These two have fought time and time again, especially in the Kanme Online classes. But we're going to go call in with the transient out of their base, trying to get in throw, but gets denied the catch.
5L, no escape. Preemptive dodge coming from Dragalia, which gives time to summon GG and already punish it. Again, off the flip, BC. PMA last brave point. Does succeed off the flip from Dragalia.
Oh, close range. Clash on there. Of course, going in for the throw on there. Good tech from both players. We're going to hear follows the bouncing ball.
Oh, no.
Direct hit into it. Oh, my goodness.
The idea was there. It's not a bad idea. It's just very early and not able to dodge the raging strike. goodness, that's frustrating. It does look like that Dragalia made the recognition of the Raging Strike, and it was just too little too late by then to even get the spot dodge, so got caught straight up not blocking.
Yeah, that is absolutely unfortunate here. Going to put TMA, Iago up 1 here. Trying to check out with the Transient one more time as we're going switching in between Genji and Kagero at the bit, but we're going to go with the back throw into the setup one more time with the F-Cheek.
We'll take that. Quite a amount of damage here. All right, it's getting worse. I don't want to take this anymore in the corner.
I don't like this corner. I don't like this corner. Oh, yeah. Finish. Happy to finish it. Wait till they all the way down. Almost let the ball do the job out there. Oh, that was perfect range for like with GG back on there after the clash too.
No, knockdown. All right, get off me with the up dog. And they try to go for that trip card scenario a little bit too early. Interesting. Is that a preemptive up dog that caught a flip?
Might be a timing thing. Yeah, like maybe like just like trying to cover all the options at once on there. This time though, get Spence, put the ED, get a little bit of bop on the head, but oh no, indeed, you're going to get caught with this all the way through, and Iago had more than enough time to recover and finish the job to get game
Believe in victory.
That's one of those trade combos that you do not like to interact with. That's just very unfortunate for Dragalia, who's down 2 games. Deep throw up. You're baiting throws? The dive kick? All right. TMA looking kind of nice.
More than ready in this scenario on here. Nothing on Setsuna. Happy to go in, throw GG, and get the plus frames on there afterwards. Try to go to Setsuna yet again. Gets stuffed out by the whip.
Ooh, way to be stoic on defense for PMA. Not fall up to the deep run up with the flip.
Nope, we're not going to take any part of that vacuum back in with the whip on there, Raptor. But we're gonna check out, try to get in. That one hits the mark one more time.
Oh, okay. Try to interrupt the special with the, the SSBA with the up dog there.
Battle 2.
Not quite close enough.
Wondering about that on the situation, but it worked out for Dragalia to keep alive on the winner's side here so far. Right now, though, looking a little dire in the round, and that time to switch over back into Genji, but getting called out by Beppo yet again.
With the clash, it could have been the throw, and both players had DP if you wanted to ignore the throw interaction, but PMA will take with the ultimate up dog to push to the corner. He sees victory out here. This is a great position to be in.
Yeah, this is no flip zone. PMA is trying to set it on there. Immediate use of the U-skill GG just to ignite the flames one more time, keeping the distance and dodging through here. A lot of Dragalia's tools have been shown as useless right now.
Nice trade out here. That back special able to close out the round. And PMA giving plenty of respect to that spacing coming from Dragalia. Very important on that sequence. Willing to just chip out. And that's also going to add stress to your opponent here. As PMA starts to whittle away. Nice roll from Dragalia.
Like to switch over to the low. Gonna go ahead and use the BC on that. Knows what happened on the mix-up close and personal with the dive kick from PMA. This time gets all around it thanks to the U-skill teleport and the corner as a reward, but for how long?
Oh, nice. A dive, backing off. Whoa, risky business out here with that dodge. And we're out of there. Good little web swing.
For a little bit there, paid attack. Trying to find that one pressure hit to try to get in on there, but we're going to spot dodge on the Raging Strike in there coming in. Dragalia going to take a game for themselves.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Dragalia finally put one on the board. Kanme again. I think you're the reason why it doesn't happen.
Like the TO's curse in there on the Kanme curse, the reverse 3-0.
This is an early call out. Kanme Esports wants to clip so bad right now.
I mean, like, reverse 3-0s are high. No lie on that here. Dragalia might be able to try to make this happen here, but in the meantime, though, gonna get knocked down. Whistling on there. Dragalia gonna meet up halfway, try to deny, put PMA back into the corner.
Excellent decision. A lot of folks really just stand there, deer in headlights, when GG plays out that position. He just holds onto the block, which gives more opportunity for PMA to close that gap.
Follow the bouncing ball one more time on there, and you're stuck in the corner. You're going to hit with the 2L. That does suck. That definitely does. Combo Limit going to get hit, but you're going to get hit with the jumping light attack to get the knockdown. Set point for PMA.
Battle 2.
You got caught blocking a 2L 3, maybe 4 times. You thought, surely this is where the jump light comes in. No, it was the 5th 2L.
Like Friday the 13th sequels, they keep on coming on here afterwards. One more time, Combo Limit, trying to check out with the throw, but we're going to get that confirmed for Dragalia. Not out of it up yet, building up the SBA, going to get it here. We're going to spin, or we're going to go for the Combo Limit.
Special here for the side swap, the dash heavy.
The challenge on that from PMA. Going to go ahead and get the knockdown. And time for the foul to come out one more time here. We've seen how it goes in the corner.
What a finish. PMA gonna take it 3-1 over Dragalia, and PMA will solidify their position on winner's side top 8.
That is exactly right, Zero. We're slowly starting to fill out that top 8 bracket here. Right now, going to be joining. PMA is going to join alongside Narissa and Swizzle on there so far. In that, rest of the bracket been fighting pretty hard out on it, but that was a hell of a match to get into top 8.
Yeah, that was definitely a hard-fought match, and well played from PMA to really kind of play that patience game and just start whittling away at the mental endurance of Dragalia by constantly chipping away and willing to trade out on some of these scenarios with just going for that super, like, oh my goodness, like that was actually really well inspired on this set here from PMA, just being able to call out a lot of the flips. It's starting up in a perfect position where that flip comes through, and that's exactly where Narmaya wants to be. And we saw it at the outset, the super flash activate, and already it was going to be Dragalia trying to close that gap, and we immediately stopped right after that. But man, it's a pretty solid time out here when you have a good game plan against Narmaya, especially one at the caliber of Dragalia.
Yeah, you know that PMA's got to feel good about that one, especially because like it was one of those pieces, like you got all the plans together. It's like that perfect Tecmo Bowl play. You get like everything happens, like everything gets knocked down. It's like absolutely perfect in that scenario. And so far, this bracket has been moving like fire right here so far. We're getting through, follow along at home, exclamation point bracket. Losers is running through also fairly quickly. We're trying to catch up with that, but we're getting to the top 8 on winner's side here.
Yes, top 8 winner side is right around the corner to get this next qualifying match. It's going to be Fidgeties up against Mars. And of course, Fidgeties, the one and only Makala out here. Really, again, we've not studied how this person's PlayStation 5 is working in these tournaments out here. I don't understand it. There's no reason why you get this many stars out here. I know they buffed your character a little bit, but still, your RNG is kind of ridiculous out here. But we'll see if Mars has what it takes to go up against Makala. A pretty tough matchup here in the sense that, obviously, Willis does not have that traditional dash up. So there are tools to close that gap. You get that 6XL to kind of whip away some of the projectiles, but at the rate of fire that Makala goes at the full screen distance with her projectiles, it's going to be hard for Willis to close that gap.
Yeah, and you especially like the RNG has been on Fidgety's side quite a bit on there. I've seen those Twitter clips on there. Definitely would be terribly afraid to fight Fidgety's in Mario Kart with the way some of those items do appear on on their side here. But of course, they're really good at setting up the cannons and kind of keeping you at bay with a lot of that, especially when when you think you finally get in, you think you're going to be able to get your big damage on there. Here comes the DP. Fidgeties knows when to deploy the rocket where it counts.
It is bonus. All it takes is 2 touches.
No. Yeah, just that is all it needs. A volcanic knee coming right in. Hadron smash. Bring it on. You're going to see the entire stage bouncing across it and going to lose that life bar as a result.
Yeah, take your time because round start is going to be volcanic knee.
Yeah. Just right into it. Yeah, you know what? All right, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Chat, take bets. What, round start, volcanic knee?
Of course, every time.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Here goes. Ready?
Oh. Or vertically spinning rats.
There's the knee. There's the first move. I still win the bet.
Okay. There we are with the trying to use that far H after setting up the cannon on there. Right now the Mars bar and got that one touch on there, and that life bar is grading. That's a lot of red on you.
Yeah, one mistake is all it takes, and Wilderness is already in there. Last touch scenario, you do have meter, but I don't think Mars really cares at this point. Plus, you're not going to spend a reversal. Fine, Hadron smash. I'll keep chipping away. All right, if you get a little bit of breathing room away. Oh, that's your opportunity. Okay,
no.
let's see if Fidgety's got the corner carry. Actually, a great sequence with the cannonball explosion, but the 2U.
Go ahead and bring that down on here. So, neutral jump with the heavy to begin things on it, but going to get hit by Mars bar right into the low action on here. Trying to approach with that 2M Fidgeties that like pushes to call a little bit closer on there, but gets denied by the 6XL from Mars bar.
The one time you're going to see it. It's not a guaranteed counter projectile. All right, you know what? It's only because of the distance that Mars is at.
Deal with this one. Shades of Birdie from Street Fighter V right now with that the rolling spike. But we're going to get clipped at the very end, having to deal with all the items in between and the rats.
There's no reason Fidgety should have 3 spike balls on the screen at one time. There's no reason that should happen. Investigate that PS5 immediately.
Oh, great dodge on the 6XL.
And it's going to hit the cannon!
Yeah, going to hit the cannon, hold it down there, and land the perfect distance on top. That 3 cannons are on there, the clash into the spot dodge, and the confirmed more vertically spinning rats.
Oh, you are so lucky that the bouncy ball actually went the wrong direction. Was trying to snipe Mars.
And the Hadron smash to get onto the other side. One more touch is what you need. Using the Brave counter to set up the cannons one more time. We're just backing away.
Roll, Hadron, get away from people. Yo. No! No! No one should be this lucky!
yo, you know, like if you're in Vegas, get Fidgety at your table. Like, you know, just make sure for good luck. For good luck.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
All the stars. We're seeing all the stars. The stars are out tonight, Zero.
All the stars are gold, okay? Bombs away. You stuck in that trap. You are dastardly for that one, Fidgeties. That was nuts.
And actually almost got another star into the can. It got swiped away just at the last moment of the Mars bar. Hits on the spike on there, having to hold it down one more time, but we're setting up the traps.
Ooh, nice low. You're dead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, send a Hallmark card. It is just going to happen on their drag and drop kicks. Can happen to the best of us.
All the luck in the world, but Wilderness only needs 1 touch.
One touch, most devastating tag game that we could possibly have with Wilderness at the helm. Enough time to set up double. That not quite too far away on that, but we're gonna get the knockdown into the low. Kimmy for Mars.
Huge JU there. Cool, watch it. As we try to close the gap, the jump, and we plus watch your decision making there.
The marching team coming out to play, but we're going to ring the doorbell. Now you're going to have to deal with 4 cannons, and Fidgeties there has been some Looney Tunes happen with those cannons in previous Kanme Online clashes.
Nice 6XL. These dash lights sniping away these projectiles when given the space.
Oh, and
nice.
yes, beautiful answer. Beautiful answer to that, like on the follow-up with the volcanic knee, just to get on the approach and put Fidgeties into the corner.
Choice, not the spot dodge. I wonder if we thought it was going to be the jump with the JU, just so we could have the Thought Bubble come out and fire into the cannon.
Oh, maybe on it, but right now, though, coming out with the sliding on there. Nothing on the lava swipe, but still able to kind of keep their turn on their after. Flame uppercut.
Last opportunity to survive here. Back against the wall, just a raw racing strike.
SSBA is on the menu. Of course, we got cannons and bombs and teeth and oh my, everything else in between in here. Trying to stop this approach from Mars Bar, but here a volcanic knee away.
All that we have to do is hold out on this onslaught. We have so much health that you're not going to be able to take the dub off and just dreams come true alone.
Play with the black horn a little bit more.
Risky there. Just buy your time. You have to leave. 40 seconds. You don't need to close the gap.
No, but Mars Bar found that gap in there after all. Volcanic knee, use skill addition. Going to make the mark.
The one thing I hate about Willis the most is that at any given moment, I am stressed. That's what I hate the most about this character.
Yeah, it's just like you see Wilness across the room at any point and he can initiate a conversation with you and like, oh no, what do I say? What do I say? It's like, I wasn't ready for this.
You could be winning and then suddenly it disappears. You take a blink and what happened?
What happens indeed here right now? Trying to catch on, coming in with the far H. Coming in from Fidgeties here, cannon at the ready. Playing with the cannonballs one more time. Thinking about cheese.
I can't believe that the bouncy ball hit that cannon. That's absurd. I thought it was going to fall short, but it still goes in, and Fidgeties puts a game on the board.
Yeah, Fidgeties has been demonstrating a lot of very good use of like where to position themselves to be in front of like in the cannon at any given point. We saw both like just a single cannon above and below and was able to use that to like bounce off one another and try to keep that as the approach. 1-1.
Low, BC away. Down special still going to connect this time, and that's a full conversion. Nice, actually got the jump installed. Try to fit in a JU. You're dead. I'm so sorry. Not close enough to the DP.
Gonna have to close down the ride for a brief moment on here.
We're delaying the show. Makala is not feeling well.
Yeah, please come back at 4:30.
Oh, that's a full heart. Big jump with the JU.
Bounce up. The timing from Mars Bar has been very good here, like waiting for both like the Wrath and the Star to come out in there for the 6XL option.
Yeah, I mean, Fidget is just excellent also at just really timing out the opponent here, just overwhelming them with objects, taking the time to place out a cannon, and being able to react when we get that strike off of a straight hit from an object. Like, knows how to interact with each one, which is really what makes Fidgety so terrifying with this character. Has already gone through thick and thin of the entire cast, and knows how to navigate pretty well at making it a miserable time for everyone else.
And it's going to be only going from here with the confirm into place. We're going to hit that combo limit one more time, enough time to set up on there, but gets denied with the flame uppercut. Use skill addition.
Okay, back throw. I like we use the dash M to get closer. Oh no! The 2H, wait a minute!
Quick on the uptake with the throw on there afterwards. Going to take a bite out of the wilderness and just happy to go in for the SSBA play, the idol show put on the ears.
Right. But tragically, it's only. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't get every hit at the batting cages.
Exactly. Like I said at the top of this set, you can get a 6XL or 2 in there. You can get a couple of swats at the projectiles, but at the rate of fire that the call has got, you're not winning the projectile war. Bonus check a little bit though. Good swipe with that 2L. Volcanic knee. Nice call out.
All right, lava swipe with the low on here, back into heat territory on here, going to the dentist one time. Going to get clipped with the cannon. He's going to get pushed away.
Block. Might be caught in the air. Fidgety's not going to close the gap. Ultimate knee. We're in the corner. Nice. Oh my goodness. So unfortunate. Within the perfect range for the far medium to connect.
Battle 2. Engage.
He's going to go from here. Vertically spinning rat's going to get away from the teeth and everything else, but not from the rat, the main rat themselves here.
Goodness, the 2U back in the corner we go. 5U trying to sneak in the little overhead.
Now with the double the cannons, all 4 of them out onto display, having to deal with the teeth and up, and you're going to get blown up by that the cannon on the ground. Going to get struck down. Huge indeed. Set point now for Fidgeties.
That was very important there. Fidgety, instead of chasing down and giving up those cannons, maintain position to fire off on top of those cannons once again. So pivotal to Fidgety's game plan to hold on to cannons, but the volcanic knee. Able to close the gap. Good spike ball. 2H finally getting an anti-air off.
Yeah, that's the confirm on top. Enough time to set up the cannons one more time. Ideal positioning. What a jump in to avoid on the marching teeth afterwards. Got the confirm, and we already have the middle part of that lifeguard nearly gone as a result.
Next touch will be victory for Mars. Survive the onslaught of stars.
Oh, and here's the Mario too.
No!
Oh no! Okay. Oh, you know what? Volcanic knee. It goes with everything. Cleans up your bathroom. It does everything around the house.
1. Engage.
JU is the start. That's huge for Mars. Get that corner. Beautiful down special.
Combo limit going to get hit here. Maybe just on the side up, but going to get sniped out by the rats. Get pushed away.
Take a knee. Get some plus frames for it. Try to sneak in that 2M, a little bit too late for that one. Too far to get that low trap.
Bounce up the star on there, have to like hold it back a little bit, but denied by the BC.
Look how much chip that did. Like, just for one volcanic knee.
No!
And yet
That
another.
again.
If you give me 50 meters, it's over for you. Don't do it.
Oh, there it is, the 50 meter, 51.
There
it is.
Oh my god!
Ready for it, had the meter to make it fire. You're putting on a show, Fidgety. But it's not enough, you gotta do one more.
Oh no.
Oh, if you had a 2H, if you had a 2H there, you could have made it happen. Unfortunate set point for Mars Bar.
I think what happened was Fidgety saw the heart come out and said, I need to get that heart right now in order to survive this next sequence. And unfortunately, that took over as opposed to the anti-air.
Flight, and right now, Mars Bars is all flight. Fight, rather, on there, going with the perfect. Going to take that in the end. 3-2.
And that's the snowball effect of Wilderness right there. Able to close it out, that full sequence, a perfect round. I hope it wasn't the I see heart, I need to get it, but it's one of those situations where you're darned if you do, darned if you don't, because you were in chip no matter what. So it would have been jump in. If I mistimed my anti-air, I'm dead. Or if Wilness decides to go for a special now, whether it be Hadron Smash or Volcanic Knee, do I have the quick enough reaction to challenge before I get caught or spot dodge scenario? Or am I just going to have to be bullied by Wilness? And I guess we just took the opportunity to go for the heart, get a little extra health, maybe thought we could get the cross under. But man, what a series of events here. And again, a hard match for Wilness. I know it looks like it's a hard match for Vakala, but rest assured, both sides are not enjoying themselves throughout that set.
No, that is they're like, when we play the game, we're going to make sure you are absolutely miserable trying to find that right moment to get back in there. And that was like a lot of great back and forth. And we're not even into top 8-0.
Oh, not quite. And in fact, we're going to take a little bit of a break so we can let folks finish their loser side matches. We're going to line up that top 8 action. We'll be back with more Kanme Clash Online right after this.
Teleport behind you. Another personnel kit.
U60 starter. Hey, 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 hey.
Okay.
No! That's it! Oh my god! What? Way to finish off that set. Yeah.
Oh my god! The punish!
Cross
This
up
is
and
huge! Can we survive?
Oh, the trickery! And
No
the finish.
way!
You got more than 3 boys out here.
Is Ding going to... Oh! With the pop-off! What is this combo?
Oh, I'm awake right now, I'll tell you what.
Let's do it!
Crowd going crazy.
Each episode is always hype.
Double down! He died.
Ooh! We got a banger. I want a vet coming up.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Risky Sweeps, Controllers and Coffee, the only show where we combine controllers and coffee, and they let Risky have some airtime to talk about both. Today we have an absolute classic for those of you in the know with this custom Hori Wrap 4Kai, a beaut from the PS4 era. With a VLX layout, the stick was modded with a Neo Geo MVS design reminiscent of the old big red cabinet, a Korean-style bat lever, and flat Seimitsu buttons that give it a satisfying thok to the human ears. It even has the cable storage door, a rarity among this model. But don't be too amazed, it's broken. We won't tell anyone though. It is unfortunate because we are always looking out for places to store an emergency amount of KOK Journey coffee when we need a pick-me-up, like with their Heavy Attack Dark Roast. Sourced from Guatemalan coffee beans, it has a lovely dark chocolate sweetness to it alongside a hint of nut and citrus undertones. And with Kanme Studios being a partner of KOK Journey Coffee Company, you can save 15% off your entire order with the code Kanme. With this wake-up option at your side, you'll feel like you can get out of any possible scenario, no matter how dire. That's all for this episode of Controllers and Coffee. Tune in next time for more controllers and hopefully more coffee.
I am now going to assault your mind with subliminal messages. Sorry you had to see that.
The whip coming in hot! Left letting him to save from the ultimate butterfly. He's definitely saving Gravel right now in this instant.
Yep, the butterfly though will have a say here. Oh, whip from the anti-air and Vivi.
Absolutely untouchable right now.
Vivi unstoppable, gets the anti-air.
What? Oh, he's still alive, he's still alive. Very hard match. The combat runs into the far heavy, and Monarch is your outplay 2026 champion.
You know, there's something weird about this game. It doesn't feel right. Ah, wait. I think I know. That's much better.
Nice try! Nice try! Solo!
素晴らしい結果ですね。主様。この調子で一緒に頑張りましょう。
With these cool glasses I was able to kill that rat in your computer.
Teleport behind you. Another personnel kit.
260 starter. Hey, 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 hey.
Okay.
That's it. Oh my God. What? Way to finish off that set. Yeah.
Oh my God! The punish!
This is
Can we survive? Oh, the trickery and
No
the finish.
way!
You got more than 3 boys out here. Is Ding going to?
Oh!
With the pop off! What is this combo?
Ow, I'm awake right now, I'll tell you what.
right, thank you all for bearing with us here. We're back with more Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising action here at Kanme Clash Online. Of course, Zero and Risky Sweep will take you through what's left of the top 8 competitors here in tonight's bracket.
Yeah, that is exactly right here. We got the winners all finalized on here. The losers still kind of raveling in a little bit, but what we do know is that our first couple of matches coming in here, we got Narissa Fan and PMA, we got Swizzle in the Mars Bar, and Ryazo's waiting to see who will fill out the rest of that loser's bracket.
It's going to be quite the run here. So we got a very interesting turn of events. Of course, we've seen Narissa run throughout the set here, which is very surprised to see that Narissa took down Ryazo for that set. And of course, we'll be getting a little taste of that action in just a bit. But yes, Swizzle Mars Bars will also be rounding out the winner's side of top 8, like you said. So Ryazo, of course, on the loser side of things is kind of the surprise of the night here. And we'll see who our next set pulls up. I do believe we're going to get in a couple more loser sets a little bit later, because we do have Bitatsu in the background up against Char Char, and of course Fidgeties versus Ragger, Galia versus Tux. But let's not forget those that have supported us in tonight's bracket. Let's start things off here, of course, with the bounties. Players tonight are actually going to be competing for a little bit of extra loot, you might say. Depending on what you do in certain stages, certain difficulties apply, you can get some extra Kanme rewards. For example, we called out earlier, if you can knock down Vakala a few times in her stage, you're going to get some stickers off of that. It's looking like that one might be off the table. Nope, it's right there. All Shrine. Make her fall 3 times in a row.
Yeah, all right there, waiting for you on the opportunity in place. But of course, we're also a proud partner of Zenni Optical. You can protect your eyes against the screen fatigue of blue light blocking technology provided in all their gaming frames. You can see that, of course, from the Kanme crew, all encased on there. You can take 10% off your entire order by scanning that QR code or going to the landing page down below at zenni.com/Kanme. See some of those styles for yourself and put them on your eyes. Maybe you like them.
Yes, indeed. And of course, you could actually support Kanme with even more merch. You could check out the Kanme shop, scan that QR code, and use the code Kanme10 at checkout to get 10% off on your purchase order of whether it be the Tekken characters that we have here, some stickers there, and of course the Uma Musume characters as well. There's all sorts of cool stuff that you can support Kanme Esports to keep making these events possible.
Yes, indeed. And you know they're going to have more of that merch as we go along in Grand Blue and Tekken and everything in between. But of course, we're a proud partner. Kanme is a proud partner of Okizeme Coffee Company on there. Coffee beans sourced from Guatemala and Colombia. You can improve your future wake-up options with the beans of the FGC by taking 15% off your entire order with a minimum purchase of $20 or more. You've probably seen that ad of me talking about controllers and coffee all together, and the most calming voice I'll probably be all this evening. But definitely check it out there. If you haven't been able to add an event, get it to your doorstep.
And of course, tonight's bracket is a quote-unquote qualifier for the victor tonight. First place will actually get their entry fee paid for Chain Shift tonight and an additional $200 to go towards their tournament endeavors, as these are some of the Grand Blue versus World Tour stops. Of course, 4-star events means you get some points towards the event, so definitely try to go out and compete at Chain Shift, Boston Blue Beach episode, or SQXL. And again, if you do come back on the 24th and sign up for the bracket, that is all the better, because you can actually compete for the bracket at Beach episode. It is that 4-star Grand Blue versus World Tour stop, and first place will also get their entry paid. And that $200, it's separate from the matcherino. So any more that we have in the matcherino is just extra in the pocket. Not only does it have Grand Blue, but it has plenty of other titles to look forward to, including Guilty Gear Strive. There is a mystery game as well. And of course, Street Fighter 6, amongst other titles.
Yes, and normal registration does end on June 7th. So, you know, if you're looking on the calendar, you may be able to put a couple meme times in there. But in the meantime, there's not a lot of time to get in for Beach episode on there. So definitely check that out. And of course, we've been talking about all evening on here. If we're going to help pay out the top 3 on top of that here, help with the matcherino to claim those codes on there. It's so easy to do. You click on the link in the chat on your phone, on your device. You log in with your favorite platform, whether you like them or not. You probably have a login for it. You get in, you hit that button, you hit the claim code, boom, you're done. You don't have to do anything else unless you want to, unless you're enjoying everything this evening, which, hey, we're more than grateful for you on that. But we're grateful for having you all just join us alone on there. This just helps pay out the players at the end of the evening.
Yes, indeed. And thank you again for everyone hanging out with us through all of that and supporting us. I mean, a single dollar goes such a long way if you can make that direct contribution and make the players really happy. We're already looking at 80 plus strong in the viewing, so that does mean we can get another $80 into the pot if each of you did donate $1. And if you can't, of course, socials always is a great way to show your support, not only to Kanme Esports, but also to the players and the potential folks looking for a Grand Blue tournament to watch, or maybe you're curious about some high-level Grand Blue play as we get into these upper echelons of competitors.
Yeah, this is especially like a lot of stakes for tonight on there. First place getting the $200 plus a free the past two chain shift on there, getting that paid out there goes a long way to help and make that the little stipend, if you will, on there. So of course, really cool to have that happen here for Kanme Online Clash. I'm glad we're going to get that happening for Boston Blue Beach episode and SQXL in a little bit of time on there. Not too far away for a Beach episode, in fact, actually. You only got till the end of the month to wait on that if you like what you're seeing here.
Absolutely. It's a tall order, really getting into the swing of things here for the Grand Blue Versus Tour. Of course, it ends in November with the finale taking place at Cygames Cup. I believe that will likely take place in January if prior events are any sign in particular. So looking forward to see how it all culminates, because it's a fast split going all across the globe. There are tons of events to look forward to. In fact, there are some this weekend that are happening, so definitely try to tune in for those if you want to check out some additional Grand Blue Skyfaring action. I believe Hessen Crash is happening this weekend.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, definitely check that one out.
It's been like as soon as we got that information, it's been lickety split. It's been quick all the way through. And Evo's later this month on here. We got Combo Breaker just happened. You've got a lot to look at from that. Evo Japan at the beginning of May. It's been constant as soon as we got that information, and I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it.
Yes, absolutely. It's definitely going to be a real treat, because we got a banger of events. There's 3 events happening this weekend alone, specifically for Grand Blue qualifications. You have to mix up. Actually, coming up in a couple weeks, it's going to happen June 13th and 14th. Super tournament that's going to be happening this upcoming weekend. That's the Seoul, South Korean tournament, and of course the Frankfurt, Germany, and Hessen Crash. So plenty of Grand Blue action to be watching. I'm going to try to tune in and catch up on some of it as well, to see what's going on across the globe when it comes to Grand Blue competition. It's going to be happening fast. Of course, our next 5-star event is going to be Evo Prime out in Las Vegas. So definitely tune in for that one. It's going to be happening at the end of the month. It's chock full of Grand Blue events, like you said.
Yeah, and then that'll follow by the next month, Versus Fighting. We've got CEO in August on that, Tiger Uppercut in November. Actually, too, Battle Coliseum, the week after that in November, too. So November's going to be action-packed on that. It's all the way down the line.
Absolutely. It's a sprint to the finish, and we already have our 2 qualified players, right? The Kasu Usagi and Insurgent already qualify for the event, and anybody that tunes in for the 5-star events that takes top 3, they will get a badge to showcase in-game for Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. So that's going to be cool as we all lead up into the next patch release. We're looking forward to quote-unquote id showing up in Grand Blue Rising, and what changes might culminate from that patch. And who knows, the history is looking pretty bright, the future is looking bright. The history was already glorious.
The future of the history.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's looking good. I'm really excited to see what they come up with for 2.6 and how they reveal that, whether it's at Evo or anywhere else, coming down the line. I'm very curious about that. Especially want to know how it plays on there. So I love it when because I don't personally don't play the mobile game, so every time I see a new character, I get really excited because I learn the lore right then. I get to learn all about that character, and it just every time I see a character, it's super cool to see. It's that character's cool, that character's cool, that character's cool. It looks pretty cool so far. Don't know much about it, but I'm excited to learn.
Yeah, I'm very much the same way in terms of I'm slowly getting back into the mobile game, trying to catch up. But id coming from from Relink is going to be great because we do have the expansion coming out pretty soon. It's going to be the first time it's been on Switch 2, so you get a little mobile gaming if you haven't been playing on like a PC handheld for the time being. Now is the opportunity to jump in and play once again. They're adding that cross-play functionality as well, so you can play with anybody on any platform. I'm excited. I did boot up Relink a little bit today just to remind myself of, one, how to play it, and two, I slacked. I didn't beat it, so I'm going to have to try to beat it out.
I am also guilty of that. I wanted to put in much more time. First of all, I forgot that it was the Switch 2 release was coming around. I didn't know it had crossplay, so I'm double excited because I might go out on the porch for a little bit and play a little bit of that when that comes out for Endless Ragnarok.
The Wi-Fi, play some of the Ragnarok. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to try to get our next set into the room in just a moment. We're trying to get the reset. I do believe we saw Mars step into the arena, so we might be starting off with Swizzle versus Mars.
Okay.
If I'm not, I'm guessing because I saw Willness pop in. So yes, it will likely be Mars as we see Mars step out to the setup. Cool. So let me Swizzle Mars. We're going to decide top 8 to start us off here.
Yeah, so like Swizzle we haven't seen on the stream just yet. Swizzle, I believe, plays Cagliostro, if I recall correctly, on there. I know there's a couple other characters that they've been playing around with, but we'll find out as they get into the room. No need to guess. We're going to find out very soon enough.
Of course, Mars already had to go through the strenuous matchup of Vikala to qualify for this position, but of course, when you're playing Willness, you are that ticking time bomb of, any accidental nudge could turn into explosive damage for your enemies. So, see if Mars can survive this state against it. If it is Cagliostro, she is just one of those characters that could be very difficult to deal with on the side of Mars. You do have the great, of course, Volcanic Knee to close the gap. Low hexes are going to be kind of tricky to navigate, but at the very least, you're not dealing with the barrage of projectiles that you were from Vikala. Of course, you do have projectiles coming from Cagliostro, but at a much slower rate, so it's a little more manageable.
Yeah, absolutely. And Marsbar's been doing a really good job of, whenever they've been far enough away, just happily going in for 6L or swiping in with that 2M to get rid of traps or anything in between to try to clear that route on there. So that might go into play as we go into this match here as we're getting the trade on with the far M, but we're going to catch with the pole. Back into the corner you go with the lava swipe. Oh no!
Special going to catch you. You're donezo.
More than done, though. You're about like you've been a little bit too long in that oven. You're gonna ruin the dinner.
Tragic. You can't cheer for Willness? It's unfortunate. It sounds like you've been hit by Willness a lot.
Okay, nothing on the hat on smash on there. Enough time to set up the 2 traps into the 2H. Unfortunately, was not able to get the catch on there, but we get to the other side. Using Alexander to actually threaten to put Marsbar in the corner for a brief moment.
Oh, wanted to BC and what a challenge for Swizzle. Get off the uppercut.
Flying high into the sky on there. Trying to bring down with the pull one more time. Nothing on that 2H, and that's going to be a big punish incoming from Marsbar.
2U to convert to the corner here. Hatcham finish. Walk up with the throw. It could have been far worse.
One of my favorite throws in the game. Smacking you down. Oh, and speaking of SmackDown.
Swipe with the heavy right into the Hatcham smash. Swizzle. Try as you might. But we've been seeing Mars kind of get acclimated to these teleport attempts here. Oh, nice dash M. Hopping right over the low hex. You?
Perfect positioning in there for it, but we're going to catch it in there one more time. Already blocking on that.
Uh-oh.
The switch around on the flame uppercut. Made double sneak around. Get to the other side, but here we go. We'll set up the combo limit. Try to roll all the way through. Oh, that could have been big money for Swizzle, but we get the confirm and the counter after he goes.
It was interesting. We BC'd the trap activation there. Swizzle was already rolling. We were expecting Mars to BC an interaction from Swizzle. Now with the side swap, massive amount of damage here from Mars, threatening one final touch. Not quite ready for the heavy.
BC denied on there, double the traps, double the fun on there, catching him with this the 2M out of there, but we're gonna go right in. Oh no, Mars.
Battle 2.
All it took was a 2H, reversal 2H, huh?
All it took indeed.
Knee. versus Mars. Such a bully. Oh, that close up to throw. Opportunity for Swizzle. Watch it.
Yeah,
I
you
like
gotta
the
watch it
respect
deep.
after the spear because it was going to be an uppercut. I feel it. I understand the hesitation. Swizzle in trouble.
Well, we get in there with the dash light in there, going to go get the confirm. Raging Strike does not get the follow-up on the side switch, unfortunately, there in the flame uppercut. You reached out with the hurt box, and you got it.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Adner, the heavens, knee. Going sky high. Watch it. I like that, actually, the fuzzy guard scenario. You're avoiding the spear and taking out that early problem with the Hex. A little risky business, though. Could have caught the pre-jump frames.
Has the corner advantage on here and just goes ahead and uses the Raging Strike on there to come over. Charges up the rock for maybe just a little bit too long because the flaming uppercut is coming for your face.
Gonna go down, just a 5L rather. Ooh, not the thing we can swat if you. I know he can. I just don't like that he can.
Oh,
Battle 2.
Swizzle getting up around here. Trying to set up an air trap early on here. May be able to use it thanks to the calculated. Alexander going to help with the corner push.
Oh, all right, we got our tech. Ah, missing the anti-air. Wanted the close heavy.
Bring out the dunk. Right. Yeah, 2 BPs for both players at this point here. Going to swipe away at Cagliostro and the trap at the same time. Hadron Smash going to finish it off. Get another round for Mars Bars.
Battle 3.
You know, it's so difficult for Cagliostro here. Nice block on the low.
Trying to get off the lava slide. Second one coming in though, gets knocked down.
Just the patience for Mars. Commendable. Quick 2L.
Like a little sleight of hand actually in there, just like I backdash and get pushing Mars Bars into the traps as we go. Unfortunately, Hadron Smash, get the side switch. It's now Mars' corner.
Oh no, you opened up against a Wilderness Launcher Raging Chain. That's the set. 3-0 victory for Mars.
All in short order at the end there. Just maintaining a lot of control in there. And like Swizzle tried to get some things set up in there. Really wanted to try to charge up the rocks at one point, especially in the air. But charged a little bit too long, got punished as a result on here. And you can see the damage that Cagliostro just bleeds against Wilderness.
Yeah, Wilderness is always able to find the weakness at anyone's armor in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. Great show from Mars thus far. We'll be advancing to the winners finals, one step closer to getting their entry paid for Chain Shift if they so choose to go out to the events.
Yeah, all like big prizes coming in for player number 1 to get first place on there. And while that was happening, we did get to fill out the rest of our top 8 here. So if I'm looking at the bracket correctly, which you can follow along at home, ! Bracket. Last one we had the winner side filled out. On the loser side now, Ryazo is going to be fighting against Dragalia, and Bitatsu is going to be fighting against Fidgeties.
This is a pretty solid lineup here of competitors. We'll see how the rest breaks down because it's insane to see Fidgeties running rampant in the loser side of things. But we'll be going up against Bitatsu. So this is going to be a little interesting where Bitatsu was kind of dominant in that mid screen with Galleon. Is able to kind of set up the strike throw scenario with this character who is a grappler for all intents and purposes, but has been, you know, pretty tough to deal with at mid-screen range. But of course, Fidgeties is excellent at the zoning range, has plenty of tools, going to snipe away at Galleon at the full screen range, no less. We'll see if that comes into play here on Fidgeties' favorite. It's already a great round start.
Yeah, already with the jump in, going to use the Iron Mouse to go in, slide across the floor with that 2M and set up the marching team afterwards here. A lot on the play, but the 5U says no, I don't care for any of that. I'm just going to go back into neutral, thank you.
Guard, the dash light, all right.
Hit with the spike ball. Yeah, available here for Bitatsu if they choose to use it right here, but the vertically spinning rat is going to go in. You have to deal with all the cannons, short range focus. They'll try to get away from that situation. Oh, what did we see? What did we see? Oh,
not even the roll. I think we thought the strike off the 2U was going to connect, and we go for the super right there. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate, but could not make it happen at that point here. But that's only the first round. Going to Fidgeties. We're back in the corner. Familiar territory on here. It's just 2 cannons down the field.
Just took a step away. We thought we were going to run up, throw a perfect sequence from Fidgeties to take that first game.
Oh, wow. I have like no notes on there. I was actually thinking about like with Galleon being able to like you're able to set up the levels in me, right? You're not able to like sweep them away with anything at there. They stay until Galleon gets used on there. It's like maybe that would come into play, but we really didn't get to see much or any of that in here. Fidgeties was all about the play.
Fidgeties very active on offense. Not going to be bullied into corner positions. Bitatsu tries, they might. Sneaking in a 5U, not going to work. There we go.
Okay.
Looking for the crumple state.
Will the Earth will get the push away and try to go in for the U Meteor and the 2M from Fidgeties. That big call buff that she got a couple of patches ago, still working wonders currently.
Poke here, 5U, too far.
Attack into the vertical spinning rat. You're done. You're dead. There it is.
Battle 2. Engage.
Not you again. Just backing off. Dash light as we get a backdash away. Still able to get the whip punish. Great positioning from Fidgeties. Ooh, I think we try to bait out a BC. Not going to happen.
Level 1 sets up level 2, actually immediately fires out like a shotgun blast into the triple attack. Bedrock blast, gonna go ahead and get the mark and set up another level 2. Again, holding Fidgeties down in this corner where you want the rat to be.
2M challenge. Spike ball. Again, just trying to deny that full screen presence for Galleon. Good Spodge. Nice hold the chompers, my goodness.
Spike ball came out on them.
It's literally doing the work for us here, that spike ball.
Yeah, it just sending it out as a message on here, like the long enough time in there, you get that full approach in there, forcing the BP away from Bitatsu. Actually, nice spike dodge on the Will of the Earth use skill too.
You know what? What else is it other than the luck of Fidgeties, you know?
Like we said earlier, if you're at a table at Vegas, you might want to make sure Fidgeties is part of it there, you know, like bring out a little bit of that luck.
Absolutely
bring
absurd. How could you be right? Yeah, even Fidgeties can't believe it. There's some interactions that you know you got away with something ridiculous.
It's like all you can do is shrug. It's like, yeah, that's how it works.
Shucks, sorry.
But Bitatsu with the character switch over here. We got a Seahawks coming out to play.
Yeah, likely wanting to go for the ultimate 6-claw execution and close the gap, or even the empty hand to navigate through some of the projectiles.
Definitely have a little bit more verticality and options to deal with on there. We're already seeing the empty hand early on. Unfortunately, though, the items are out to play, and now the SBA too. Let's go along, follow the marching band.
Tall order here. Bitatsu can try to turn it around. We need the ultimate empty hand as opposed to the EX version. Dash up with the 2L. Oh, too far for that BC. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, 6XL, and you're gonna have to deal with that. You had to dash in there, otherwise that bomb was going to explode. You're gonna have to deal with a bad time if you were committing to an option. Smart move from Bitatsu.
Go back off. Nice, the spike ball. That's a big conversion opportunity.
Getting the lead in the life here too. Who's gonna catch in with a 6-6 Age on here? Getting away at least from the door bounce on there, but still had to spin EX, spin a little bit for it. Okay, hold on.
We do get a round off of this sequence here, so that's a great turnaround for Bitatsu.
Keeping alive on the loser side here. Seahawks may be the play. The Demon's gonna set it up in there. Gonna go into that combo limit pretty bright and early.
Take a little snack, a little cheese. Treat. EC, Rat Sengon goes out. There's our toss. Set up with another one as we get the cannonballs away. Lockdown! This is a great series for Fidgeties.
Not going to be able to build up the full meter here, but has a U-skill potentially on deck at any given moment. And going to challenge out the U-skill of Bitatsu with the Mario 2 rocket flying high in the sky. That's going to be Fidgeties with the 3-0 to move on.
It's tough. I like the idea of switching to Seahawks there for that sequence, but you also sacrifice that lower health pool by going to Seahawks. And you have the options of going for ultimate empty hand, try to zip right through, but Fidgeties could be so tough to nail down.
Yeah, definitely like without a hitch, just like switched up like the patterns a little bit, and now was able to challenge from that distance in there. Like you didn't have the safety of the distance with like from Bitatsu with the Galleon from the far to mid on there. You had to really kind of close in those options. Had to spin some EX, spin meter to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough matchup. Fidgeties could be again a mentally the mental endurance to go up against Fidgeties is so difficult to navigate just because of how much is on the screen at any given time. You have to be so very aware of what is within Vikala's arsenal before you make your approach. And Fidgeties just has such a way of being able to open up opponents by really sitting comfortable behind cannons and firing those off, being able to cycle through with a spike ball, able to navigate the screen space to, strangely enough, own a lot of screen space across this cast. Yeah. So it's been very fascinating to watch Fidgeties continue to do well with this character.
You know, I think I would also be very comfortable if I was like behind 4 cannons rather than them in front of me on that. I'm just like, I'm glad to be on that side of it. Being able to like, yeah, I could throw some spike balls in there. Just feed the cannons a little bit against my enemy.
Right.
No big deal. No big deal.
Right. Well, up next, let's see. Do we have? No, it's Agito pulling up here, so it's going to be. It's Dragalia versus Ryazo.
So there's an opportunity here. Ryazo has a bunch of characters, and we're actually going to find out in a second, but we might see the Seahawks come up to play. We are not. We're seeing the EX Grand come out for Ryazo.
Yes, yes. We saw Ryazo pull this off at Combo Breaker. I think probably investing a little bit more with this character, because honestly, a fine pick. Massive damage output. That's a 5 UDP.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a one-button DP on that, especially the distance you can cross in there with that 2-1-4 skill option in there from EX Grand. We're already seeing a good use of that like on the play, but we're going to get the call out. Dragalia taking the corner away from Ryazo right now.
Oh no! All right, you know what? Listen, we need to have a conversation, gamers. We got to talk about these reversal heavies. What are we doing? Who do you think you are? The audacity of all of you thinking you know what? I could just put out a heavy right now.
Just throw it out. Throw out the timing on there, but we got the timing, the call out coming in from Ryazo at the end there. Going to take the very first round.
Chaos. That's what you all embrace when you do that.
love a little chaos. Don't get me wrong.
Don't let the
risky
kids
for a reason.
Don't let them go like that. All right. Anyway, back throw, great position for Dragalia. Now remember, heavy, reversal heavy. Fireball out of this corner as Ryazo pumps the brakes a little bit here.
There's that 5U coming out to play. Dragalia trying to bait out those options there, knowing that Ryazo has the quick trigger on there. Trying to bait. This time getting the 5U, but doesn't get anything. Oh, we get a little something for it, but not the full confirm.
You missed out, you're beating Dragalia! With confidence, not hesitance!
Early spot dodge. We're just waiting for the Setsu to come out to play there.
Oh my goodness. Ryazo. Ryazo! Oh! Ryazo really wanted the counter hit off that 2H and would have gotten a finish. Good on Dragalia to not press a button in such a precarious position.
Time checking out with the low. Setsu gonna get out of the corner here. 6XL time.
Flashlight out of this corner, beats you right back into it.
This time, yeah, I've been waiting out for some of those options here. Like Ryazo's been trying to trade out through there after 6XL. Dragalia is biding their time right here. Into the decimate, just going to get denied thanks to the BP, but you know what? Still has access to a DP on hand.
Oh, unfortunate. Not finishing the job. Dragalia could have pushed the corner. Final break point down and out. No! Shot!
Oh, no!
What do you mean? We got the wrong side PC. Dragalia, you flipped on access. You got the dub.
Between on that, and we're immediately rematching. We're keeping with the EX Grand here. Dragalia up 1 right now. We're going to go in for the dash low attack coming in from Ryazo.
To get the 5U. Yeah, this might be that learning period, right? To go to an online bracket, practice a character that is on the offside. You're still able to get that experience, the tournament experience. I need you to show me that you're going to do something about it. Fireball not going to go all the way.
Waiting for it, but then going in for the dash L one more time on there. Going to go ahead with the finish. It has the meter to make it happen. There are the SBA. Neutral jump, empty low. Going to bring it down. Okay.
Battle 2. Engage.
Stumble off the wall. Pretty mitigated in damage. We try to extend as much cooldown time as we can with these 5Ls. Already got 100 meter.
And an opportunity to spin it on here after using the BP on top of it here. Not going to kill, but you're damn near close. You, in a similar situation last time, try to go for the grab. Gets denied by Dragalia.
Perfect round. A little overwhelming presence as Ryazo answers back in kind. And that's the one massive characteristic of Ryazo. I was talking about it, combo break. I'll keep saying it at every event. You can never count Ryazo out.
Absolutely not. If not on the Seahawks, on another character, has many different characters available to them at least. The run up for early for round start to get the heavy counter for Dragalia early on. Going a long way on it, but hasn't been able to get the second hit that really matters here.
Chain to push the corner. It's not enough to finish the job here, I don't think. Hold on. It is. I was wrong. I apologize.
Get that last little bit of meter to make it happen, of course, on there. So the critical moment here, Dragalia trying to get number 2. Can get a trade with the fireball early on in the round and gets the clip on the other side as Ryazo trying to use that 5U. So restand on top of the deck here. Getting called out with the armor break follow-up from there from Rialzo.
no.
Oh, no, indeed.
That 5L, able to get the interrupt and the finish. We're talking about two of the most volatile players in Grand Blue. There's no stopping either of them.
Yeah, it's two soda cans being shaken up right now, and Rialzo was holding on that screen for a little bit longer, thinking, is it time to do the switch? We're going to keep it up here. No, we're locked in.
Here. Heavy.
Trades and close up in there to get the tech on there, obvious choice, but we're going to go in with the follow-up confirmed for Rialzo, not out of it in any case of it, so we're going to get challenged by Dragalia with the mash.
Whoa! Definitely missed it, but
I had to be, like, something else was on the menu for sure, but not right now, not now. We're just going to deal with the appetizer, keep on to the same side as we go in for the EX flips.
Well, you thought. Literally a touch away. Good block. Not quite the kill yet. We're buffering super. If you're not going to give it to me, then I go for the flip. Triple State not able to finish. Yet still, Rialzo survives. The down special.
The overdrive surge just hitting from the other side on that. Rialzo's still alive here.
It's so unfortunate, those lights. So stubby from Narmaya.
You think like you'd be able to use the whole sword, not on that part, but we get the crumple. Was I just unfortunate on there?
See away. Nice with the dash light, able to challenge, push to the corner. Gonna spend for our ultimates here because it's going to send it home. Rialzo gonna put another game on the board.
And that was a smart decision to do that anyway, because knowing they weren't going to be able to get SPA in time anyway, just go ahead, go for the U skill route at there. Now it's 2-2. Where are we going, Zero?
Who can say? Honestly, the skies are just wide open. One person will fall from this bracket, though. One person will be knocked out of the opportunity to collect a free entry to chain shift. Stagger with the 5L. Nice call on DP. The run up with the 5-8 counter hit. Kiss your round goodbye.
Yep. You didn't need that round anyway. At least have another one on it. This is now set point, turning things around for Rialzo now.
Battle 2. Engage.
So right into a dash light, into dash light. Rialzo will not be deterred.
The Rising Classic comes out again. The combo limit. Gonna get challenged with the EXDP coming in, but you know what? Right back at you. I got a 5U. I just got a single button for that.
Knockdown. State. Push back into this corner. And look at the respect that Dragalia gives on that pressure, because we've been 5U'd so often by Rialzo. It's your demise at this point. Is Dragalia going to get pushed back into this corner?
Got the wall bounce on top of that here. Immediate use of the 5U. Very brave opportunity. That could have been it if they Rialzo blocked on that. Trying to get in there, but the Decimate does reach its mark, and we're going to go in from downtown all the way from half court. The U skill Decimate going to bring it 3-2 Rialzo.
Rialzo, of course, saw blood in the water in those final moments and knew that if they could just overwhelm against Dragalia, they'd certainly be able to pressure. There's no reversal opportunity there, or honestly, I guess we could have gone for armor at that point, but Dragalia, unfortunately, will be falling. Knocked out of this loser side of top 8, but a grueling set nonetheless.
Yeah, amazing set on there. Dragalia, no stranger to be in the top 8 or the top 3 of many an online tournament, including Kanme Online Clash, to be taken out at this point by Rialzo, to have to go against Swizzle in the near future, as we see in the bracket on here. It's going to be exciting to see where that goes onward from here.
Absolutely. Into the top 6 we go, and still only $6 in the matcherino. So please, if you could, utilize those free codes so you get more money into the pot. Absolutely free, no expense to you. It's just way to kill the time as we get in between some of these matches up here, because we still have some losers matches to go. Of course, in the background, it looks like Narissa went up against PMA. PMA did advance. It might be a DQ by the looks of things here. But regardless, it'll be PMA up against Mars in winners finals. And we're likely going to go back down into losers side of things here with Narissa up against Fidgeties, potentially. We'll see how that plays. I do see No Love, No Future pulling up, so no, it's going to be back up into Swizzle is just joining early, maybe?
Maybe just want to hang out in the lobby, you know, hang out on the airship for a little bit here.
Okay, so Narissa did not report, so they got DQ'd on winner's side, so they'll be we running the set with Riazo up against Swizzle first. Just get that out of the way. We have one more opportunity to see if Narissa, or no, actually Narissa's just out and out. So yeah, it'll be Fidgeties advancing to losers semis. We get to our next losers quarters match.
And like Zero said, yeah, definitely claim those matcherino codes on there. I love seeing all your icons go through, and I would love to thank you all for claiming all those codes at the end. We've got 24 or 50 of them still remaining at this point here as we begin this match between Riazo and Swizzle.
Nice, actually, with the 5U teleport. Opposite side opened up against Swizzle. That's a fade away jump and still caught back in the corner. What a challenge at the teleport with the dash light.
Absolutely trying to go on there, but the calculated follow-up on the confirm. We're now playing into the Cagliostro neutral right now. Getting confirmed right back at it though. Riazo going to hit that combo limit, take over the eastward corner, and get into a good position to finish it off maybe with one more interaction potentially. Oh, never mind. Has SBA. Never mind. I'm a liar. That's a dead Swizzle.
Seahawks damage right there.
Absolutely.
Dive. Crossed up. Yeah, very awkward position. Prime real estate for Swizzle to get the anti-air.
Jumping into the trap up in the air to make a little bit more room on there, but the parry comes out to play. Nothing else on the 6XL, but the big trap going to pay out a dividend for Swizzle as we go back into the corner, trying to find out where it may count.
Spear back into the corner.
Try to challenge the overhead option on there and got punished from Swizzle as a result. So we're going to go in, take over the corner, get that confirm out into play here. Go ahead, use that Raging Strike.
What a 2U. Are you kidding me? Raging Chain? You may as well finish the job, Swizzle.
Yeah, might as well sign off the entire check on there, making sure to put it in the bank.
Battle 3. Engage.
Ooh, can't get the follow-up on there from the empty hand. Unfortunate on there, but does get the corner.
Time. Oh, pretty early. No jumping out. Por favor. It's time to say goodbye to your health.
Spin that juice. Gonna make it go away. Check out the move. Check out my cool posters. Like and subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, whatever else.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Okay, number 1 for Riazo.
Late start explosive for Riazo. Trying to advance to the loser side of the bracket. Early removal of the upper hex.
Get the challenges with Alexandria. Going to get punished as a result of that here. Go back into... Actually, we're going to go ahead. Here we get all the way... Yeah, we're going to get the thanks to the combo limit into the other side here. Going to get hit with the calculated just to kind of bounce around the Seahawks for a little bit.
BC away. Deep run, expecting a reversal that did not appear. Swizzle, once again, going to get that 2U on Wake Up.
Oof. You know, if at first you don't succeed, use the U-skill version of it.
You try to 5H into the gated demons. Put your hand into the toaster. Don't do it. It's still hot.
It's dangerous. There's a warning label for a reason.
Oh, what a spot dodge. If only, though.
Oh, you got the meter to make it happen on here. Not that you even probably need it here. Just going to finish it off with the BC.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, what a dive. Riazzo. Teleport. All right, it's over. Pack your bags. The sneakers still left on the court. It's okay. Just leave them there.
Yeah, just don't worry about that. Don't like.
Whoa, hold on. Recovery.
Okay, we're gonna pick him up. Gonna make sure the fit's snug and tight here in the Alexander. Enough time to set up the air trap, but no! Get hit by Riazzo. Make it all go away. Back into the neutral we go after this hit.
Nice smudge. To you every time, Swizzle. So ready for it. Launch it. Full send. It's a wrap. Riazzo gonna take this game too.
Yeah, the extra damage on there. Nice routing on top of that here. 2-0 now, and we're immediately rematching. We want more of that. We want to battle this out.
Parry with the forward advance to get the side swap. Paying out an anti-air attempt with the 5L. Gonna catch you jumping.
Oh, perfect positioning in there to get the wall bounce off
no.
Alexandria. But for not here, Riazzo going to take over to the other side. One more time, going to get the setup. Nothing for it. Be a little bit patient.
Nice. Early spot dodge. Able to get the punish. We need to start advising that Swizzle uses the block button. That's one factor that needs to come up. We'll see if that comes into play here as Riazzo continues to break the ankles of Swizzle, but Swizzle survives one more round.
Yeah, still in it there. Being able to use the block button to block on both sides on there, definitely something that more and more players should be using in these scenarios here. But calls out the calculator though, that was a beautiful hit.
Big strike still our turn, but does take out the steal with this reversal golden throne. Nice throw. Oh. Tried to stop the escape from the corner with the ultimate dive. Not gonna work. Oh, that's not gonna finish the job.
Tries to send it out there, but uses the BC. Wow, the conversion on there. Going to steal that away from Swizzle. Swizzle had everything in their favor. Didn't have enough to get the SBA to actually finish out the round, unfortunately, but was able to charge up though, like there, had everything in place. Riazzo just stole that away.
I can't be mad at that 2M on reversal either because Riazzo literally had nothing to lose. It was just, I'm going to die here. I'm up 2 games. Why not see what I can do? And it paid off. Great start for Riazzo in this round, but unfortunately didn't get tossed back to that corner. Oh, same side. Unfortunate. I'm telling you, guard butt will work wonders.
It would, and a little bit of extra push on the knockdown on there. Almost getting to the corner here. Fortunately, Swizzle was able to fight that way out, hold and use the calculus, and the big trap coming out into play here. You're able to finish the job that didn't get in that last round. Swizzle still alive, 0.
Game on the board.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Dive? Still not moving. Swizzle. We get parried out. Nice side swap. Good guard. Maybe we did use guard button this time. Hold on. It's like, oh yeah, I got that. Holy crap.
The rock early on here, but yeah, having to wait out the engaging demons on there afterwards. Like coming in for the U skill from Riazzo. Going to get that little bit of extra damage as a result. And the 6XL on top of that. Dude, interesting little reset on there.
Super. Chat, if I had $1 for every time someone called a reverse 3-0 and it didn't happen, I think I had $5 in there.
$5 we could put into the matcherino.
Oh, let's not get crazy. Hold on. And this I got.
And this, yeah, for sure. That's why everyone's trying to get that. Get the 200 and the admission to chain shift on top of this for this battle.
Hold on. It's not just $5. I'm dumping $10 in the match. I'd double it.
Ooh, okay. Setting up the trap on here afterwards here, but the big counter hit from the 5H.
Yes, sir. This hurts. You got a super. Back it up.
still alive here. Ryazo is on set point though. Only needs one more of those, and hits like that are going to go a long way to making it happen. Bear body.
The clash doesn't work out.
It works out for Swizzle though on here after. One more time, combo limit, sets up the trap above. Just happy to go through the throw. You're going to get caught into the trap here. You have the SBA to make it happen on here. Going to go spend it all.
Oh my god.
Oh, and tried to go for the Thunder
my
Flash.
God.
Too far away. Going to get the hit in there for Swizzle. It's now 2-2 in what seemed to be a dire situation before.
I think chat might be right on this one. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I think it's because Kanme did not call the reverse 3-0 maybe.
That's what it
but
is?
it's not over yet. It's not over yet though. Thunder Flash.
Ooh, snake strike, no escape. Stagger with the 5L, and Ryazo going to take a round.
I was about to say almost on that too, like being able to be up in the air may have stopped it from the full combo, but still got hit anyway in the air. Ryazo yet again on set point.
Battle 2. Engage.
They're so early, and yet still we couldn't help but dash light.
Do not go bravely into the light like a moth into the parry. Again, get stuck out
Wait a
in there.
minute.
You're in the corner.
That was Rekka into parry. We didn't finish the Rekka, we go parry. Ryazo.
We're viewing a way for sure.
Diabolical individual, this one.
Oh, we get the challenge on here, and that we're going to do the install afterwards, the 0 install.
Remember the one time I saw this combo at EVO? And then we never saw it again.
I think we want to see it this time around on here after. Big drop with the Alexandria! Gonna get the challenge. You're not even gonna see that big trap set point for both players.
Spodge, hold on. Three off the wall.
Excellent.
8 demons. No anti-air.
Back overhead on there afterwards. Gonna cancel out. Gonna see what happens.
Oh,
but
no! The combo limit
be
would have
big
hit us really early, so we don't want to go overextending, but this will certainly solidify the opportunity for Ryazo. 1, 2. Yeah, so close. One last touch. So close to J8.
oh, and just jump. Yeah, gets the jump in at the point. We were trying to be big brain in that last final round. We're also going to take it 3-2, but Swizzle was really trying to bait it out with the high spear body, and unfortunately was going to get clipped by that. Like you said, combo limit going to get hit very early on as a result of that, so had to go in for the reset. But definitely trying to think outside the box in that last round because it went the distance.
Absolutely. A great set between these two. Swizzle fought tooth and nail to try to claw their way back to victory, but Ryazo still found that. I feel like it was that final moment there that really kind of solidified it. That being called out in spare body was really unfortunate. It could have gone either way throughout that set, but Ryazo, again, is one of those players you can never count out. Like, it's always able to turning it upside down on its head, even when you have a lead. So great set from Ryazo to advance and earn themselves a fight against Fidgeties. I'm curious to see how this individual advances over Fidgeties.
Oh, the reward to fight against Fidgeties and the Vikala will be. I'm getting rewarded for it. That's what I'm gonna enjoy that very much on here. Unfortunately for our other side on here, Narissa fan was DQ'd on there. Was as I believe it was not being able to get contacted on that. So we are going to be. We do have our winners finals and then losers semifinals afterwards. So that means we're going to PMA versus Mars Bars, I believe.
It's going to get PMA on the ferry up against Mars. Saw PMA pretty early on in the bracket. So we'll see how they do against Willness, who is certainly you'd like to think is a little more manageable with Fairy. You like to think.
You like to think.
It is Willness, and Willness has a way of getting in.
I'm not even playing the set, and I'm afraid Volcanic Knee's coming for me. I'll be honest.
Every time it's the knee.
It's not death that comes first, not the Grim Reaper. It's Willness' knee. Letting the intros rock here for Winners Finals. Love to see it.
Stay shrewd, stay safe. I want my role model to tell me that.
Yeah. Hey, I want that to be like the arcade slogan. The winners don't use drugs, but like stay shrewd or stay safe.
Again, it's massive reach with the medium. Oh, of course the knee. I don't care about GG. You're not safe.
Within 5 seconds, the Volcanic Knee already out in play. Try to back away from the GG and try to get in with the jump, but no dice on it. PMA just keeping the lockout on deck.
Knee for corner. Unbelievable. Mans was standing there doing nothing, and PMA said, no, that's dastardly. We can't let him stand there.
Now give him the multiple angle, show off the SBA, Dragon Breath away. First round going to the bars.
Two touch.
Battle 2. Engage.
Waiting for the opportunity. There it is, but got caught by guest bets. Oh my god, the dash light shut down your button.
Gotta keep on going. We're throwing out the whip right away, and we're gonna go in with the dash M.
Nice, got the ultimate hatcher for the side swap combo. Back to the corner you go. It's a nightmare scenario. I want an overhead.
Oh no. You only have at least enough for a U skill, but here goes the combo reset. You are in a dire position, but get the back throw. Get out, bring out GG into these lows on your. Hold on now. Hold on.
It's a start. Don't worry. It's Willness. We're okay. Block on the low. Off the wall, actually. So full combo. PMA has just enough to finish the job.
Absolutely brilliant recognition on there because you're going to get that wall on there with the follow-up. Nice.
Bars with the walk back and forth here to build up at least a little bit of meter.
Try checking with that low, no dice on it, but GG just going to put on the show. Please pet to GG.
Back against the wall, we're buying our time here. It would also be really helpful if Mars could, and look, this is a huge ask, to get just blocks against PMA. I'm gonna help build the meter so we can fish for our ultimate skills. But that is far easier to ask of the opponent, or of a player like Mars, or anybody really, than actually putting in action here. PMA owning this corner position, massive life lead, just needs one more strike to finish the job and is successful.
Yeah, for sure. Being able to get that extra meter, especially against Fairy and PMA playing Fairy on there to try to close that distance, have more access to U skills across the board, would go such a long way for the Mars bar here. But unfortunately, not to be for that first match here. Maybe more opportunities in the future. Beppo going to say, get out of here with that.
Respect the GG. Turn, nice corner combo here for PMA to put you right back where you belong. Wolf. Swing and a miss on the dash light there.
Now, yeah, while you're dealing with the blocking from GG, here comes the bouncing ball, and you're going to get hit. Look like you tried to jump out of the scenario on there. That's a full conversion in the corner.
No! I thought I was out of range! I'm sorry!
What was that? That was so far. You extended the hurt box out, and you lost like 2/3 of your life bar from that. What is going on?
It was literally the recognition of I should be out of range. Brother.
The game changed its mind. That's what happened. The game saw like it was clear, and then it wasn't. That's what happened.
PMA needed to wait like a couple more frames. Just a couple more. It is really unfortunate.
Incredible. incredibly. But fortunately, going to turn it around on here. Gets the wall bounce into the Beppo. Still maintains the corner here.
Let's see what we got. Nice knee, but gonna get BC back to corner.
They working with the whole SBA. Going to spin it on the bouncing ball one more time. Nothing on the F. Shiki here. We're blocking pretty good. We're trying to get away from that. Oh, daring Indiana Jones style here.
Nice overhead. GG send with the ultimate knee. Coast to coast we go. Very quick anti-air. That JU was coming.
Protected was ready on that. Going to go ahead, send out the GG, still just backing away. Doesn't even want to deal with it. I understand.
Damn it. Oh no. Tried to go for the volcanic knee ultimate edition, but will get devoured by the guest pence. Fortunately for PMA. Oh, no, not the low. I think Mars is upset.
Now ready into like going low on here afterwards here. Does recovery on it. You're back in the corner, and this time the damage is truly real. You're going to be able to build up a full bar here. Rumble limit.
Hey, Mars has all the resources in the world. Needs one single touch. There it is. Low into knee. One game apiece. And thank you all for claiming those matcherino codes. We were ripping right through them. There's like 28 codes to claim. Please good. This would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, mad respect to you all for making that happen on here. Right now, the Mars Force making the damage happen onto the other side. Going to hit that combo limit pretty early. And you know what? We keep on pressing it. We keep on making it happen. That's perfect.
Hosty round for Mars there. Armenian tried to knee right past GG. Not going to work. Oh!
Try to go for seconds. No dice on that, but you know what? PMA with the throw. Throw with GG. Check it out again. Trying to hold it down with the whip.
On the timing here, if we can get a roll. We saw it earlier from Mars. Oof. All right, so we'll hold the orb in this corner position. Yeah, looking to mash on into 2L. Great block from Mars, though.
Yeah, really hard to block that in those situations. Like time and time again, we see at least on the jumping lights that gets hit on there, and a lot of BP being used in a short amount of time on there. Null for naught, though. We get the confirm into the Raging Strike. Raging Chain trying to go in for the overhead. Gets denied by PMA.
Big round here. PMA tries to even it up. See who comes out on top here. Takes a lead in this winner's finals.
Critical moment. Critical moment. Too early on the spot dodge in there. Going to give PMA a chance to get a little bit of retribution for those early rounds.
Massive. We're still safe off the knee at that distance. Oh, we still too early. Thought the JL was going to come through.
Check it out here. Can't make this one go away with 6XL. Gonna have to deal with it all. I like though he used the patience on there. Just wait for the BC until the ball would go away on there. That was perfect timing.
BC out. Definitely threatening that maximum range. As long as PMA holds his health lead, there's not really a massive reason to close the gap. Buying our time to wait for GG to come back. You can't do that! You're not
No, this is a no GG zone on here.
Oh!
This is a lava spike zone all throughout.
Oh my God.
The confirm into Raging Chain for PMA. Gonna take the lead 2-1 now. Oh.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Mars was looking out for GG, and that one was just waiting for it to come back out after recovery.
I think we all are, basically. If we see Fairy trying to throw out a GG, we're waiting for that opportunity.
It may come again on here. Hadron smash on here. The side switch is going to come into play, but we're pretty close to the corner, and the counter hit on the heavy going to pay in dividends.
Battle 2. Engage.
Start for Mars. Beautiful knee.
Zero. Okay.
Hold the dodge, but we'll still take a DP. What's the light? DMA, not afraid.
Flame uppercut, get away, but you're not too far away from the Volcanic. Goes in for the BC on here. Enough time to keep on the distance here. Has everything in beat. And you try to set out GG. Mars Bar again was waiting.
Nah, not fast enough to get that punish. Tied up in the set of winners finals. 2-all.
Heating up right now. It is heating absolutely up. Too far away for the trauma to hit then there. That means Mars Bars is going to go ahead and get the punish.
The range is 5L. Distance. Volcanic need to stay safe. Not close enough to get the challenge. And PMA, very quick reaction to deny the down special coming from Mars.
Yeah, has been succeeding with the U-skill challenges on that, but the EX one, not so much. This time, yeah, again, U-skill challenge. We're going to saunter on to the westward corner. Get hit by Beppo, but in a pretty good position otherwise with that follow-up dash M.
Good hop at the dash M, but nothing found. As PMA puts up a pile of damage with that ultimate skill. Chain is set up for GG. Good block from Mars.
Hadron smash on there. You're going to get that corner, and you have the BC to make it worth. That's going to be set point for Mars Bars.
Patrick for good measure.
Ooh. Grand Blue handshake, just a little too far away.
Pressure, all right. Not quite enough to convert to anything. Great counter hit. We can still keep peppering away with these medium and heavies. Keep Mars in position. Great guest pens. Push back to the corner.
Strider followed up one more time. Yeah, you try to challenge with a Hadron smash and you get the ball. Do not taunt the happy fun ball. Or these blows coming out into play. PMA also on set point.
Battle 3. Engage.
Going the distance. Only one will prevail. Nice with the mediums. Pushing away. Now GG locks you down. Good jump actually out. Avoiding the back special. Baits out the ultimate DP. You're going to pay the price.
Oh, the red is adding up here. It's like you got the SBA on top of that here. That is a,
oh my god,
whole lot of red.
Oh my god!
Look at that! Look at that, Zero!
You messed up! That's your fault! We're gonna throw Mars. Locking in the defense. Uh-oh. This will interrupt. It does come through. Hadron smash.
Oh no, and it works out for a second time for PMA. Back into the corner we go with the strong setup. One more GG. Play with the pet. Please pet sit for me.
Watch it. Nice. Guess Pence there.
Oh,
the
yeah,
BC back out. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. And the cross under doesn't pay off for Mars as Mars unfortunately falls to one last strike as PMA survives. Quite the sequence.
Oh, we're watching the replays right now, so you could not see my face, but I like reeled back at that final hit, like on the whiff on there, like with the follow-up from PMA, just being close enough in there to make that happen on there. That was anyone's game at the very end for sure. PMA was just able to eke it out.
Yeah, I mean, it was a scramble at the final moments of the set. Unfortunately, Mars will have to fight their way back up from Luce's side of things. PMA or Iago Garate sitting pretty comfortable in grand finals winter side. So congrats to them as they sit waiting to decide of which three characters do you get to fight. Is it going to be Vikala? Is it going to be Six? Or is it going to be a run back with Willness? We'll have to see, because up next, we're getting back into Fidgeties up against Ryazo. So little Seahawks versus Vakala by the looks of things here.
Yeah, the Seahawks is locked in for right now on there, but Ryazo at any given moment could be switching out to the mini characters that he has access to on there. We, like in previous tournaments, like we saw earlier, we saw that EX Grand come out to play. We've seen the Catalina, we've seen some others in between. Right now, though, yeah, looking in on that Seahawks.
Thank you so much for everyone hanging out. Of course, matcherino codes are still available. We did whittle down quite a few. Still at 21 codes remaining for this final 4 competitors. Let's see who gets the lion's share of the matcherino pot. And while you're waiting, feel free to drop in a $1 donation. Every dollar goes such a long way to help out our competitors here. And whoever takes it all gets their ticket paid for chain shift, at least the venue ticket. And of course, an additional $200 provided they make that event. So good luck to all of our competitors that remain as we lock in our losers semis match here.
Yeah, that goes a long way for any of our 4-star Grand Blue World Tour events happening here. This one be for Chain Shift. We're going to have another one for Boston Blue Beach episode, and later for XQXL on there with follow along on the socials. But right in the meantime, though, Ryazo versus Fidgeties.
You see the flex Ryazo has the Arc World Tour badge on right now?
You got to keep that thing on you.
Trying to get a badge for one of the 5-star events, huh? Nice 2H. That's the counter hit. Doesn't work. Fidgeties will take that.
Hanging out near the cannons on there. But because you're behind the cannons, you're near the corner here, and Ryazo's going to pay, give the whole payment here.
Last touch interaction is what we're looking for. Ryazo so quick with the BC reaction.
Battle 2. Engage.
Kind of keeping up in the air on here, trying to challenge out with the far M. Enough time to set up the cannons on there afterwards, but Ryazo's not biting on these excel attempts.
Ryazo's doing a smart play here against Vakala. You just overwhelm her and give her no opportunity to really set up cannons or set up projectiles. Good call out on the roll with the heavy.
Time and time again, Ryazo's been so good at really calling out the other player on their attempts to try to get out of these nasty situations on here. Fidgeties has SSBA available on deck here, and you're not going to be able to throw out items for too long. Ryazo's closing the distance.
6 ball. Stop short on the Rekka, doesn't put out the parry. Fidgeties looking like to go for the run-up throw against that parry attempt, which was not to be found. It's a heavy instead.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Which coincidentally would have worked if you were faster on the reaction of the ending of the Rekka series. Just who would expect the Rekka to just end?
It's sometimes with the way Ryazo plays, or Seahawks is on here. Sometimes it feels like the Rekka never does truly end on here. You're going to go ahead and get the follow-up on here into the corner, spin a little bit of EX, and you get that juice.
Super, very early spend, but look at the life lead you already have. We're going to build up those resources quickly again. Empty jump. Well, unfortunately, it's going to be a grip of damage against Fidgeties. Not quite enough to kill.
Yeah, it does hit the combo limit just at that point here. But you're having to deal with 4 cannons and a lot of stars in the place. But not for very long, though. The confirm looks like from 6 Claw, bring it down on there for Ryazo.
Battle 2. Engage.
Attack will take some extra damage, that's fine. Ryazo with the patience, good roll. Yeah, that's a weak point of trying to set up a cannon right there. Depending upon the shot that comes out, you can just roll right up. One of those quick recognition scenarios there against Vakala.
Bring out the bicorn one more time there. Perfect position for the cannon, but baits out with the dormouse, dodges it thanks to the empty hand and the follow-up on here. Just massive damage for Ryazo.
Dude, game 2 over to Ryazo. I think someone just told Ryazo that they would get their entry paid for chain shift. He said, what? Hold on.
someone whispered in the air. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? $200 and your admission paid for chain shift. Like, what? No way. Hold on, I got this. Lock in.
No more Grand EX. It's time to play Seox the whole way. Uh-oh, the star.
Yeah, the recovery on the Thunder Flash going to be hit by the star. Going to give Fidgeties a fighting chance here.
A lot of chip damage. BC out. Ryazo, now at this final health point, it's going to take a lot of rinse. Yeah, there it is. The parry, not going to work. Lock the 3 cannons. The 6 claw comes through the clutch.
The 2-layer burrito of cannons where you have to deal with the hits on one. You get pushed into the other. You have to deal with those as well on here. Fidgety's going to take that round, keep alive.
Perry stood up forever. There's been a few times where Perry has really saved Ryazo for an extended period.
Tries to go for the super jump. Try to meet and go into the parry. Gets denied in there, but you know what? We're not too far out away. We're going to go ahead and get another confirm into the corner. Just have to use the BC to get out of the situation for Fidgeties.
Oof. Ultimate Rocket able to come through. Fidgeties down on a few resources. We'll quickly build back up. Nice early dodge.
Hold it out on there, but unfortunately going to get hit with the execution onto the other. We just get the jump onto the other side and that clean hit as a result.
Build at 50 as well. Finish the job. Ryazo. Round on the board.
Didn't even need it in, just the Raging Strike afterwards was all that it needed for that set point. Marching the key a little bit on here. Again, early spot dodge on that. Going to go ahead and get that back throw. Enough time to beat in a aura, a shield of cannons, if you will.
Let's steal a game, Fidgeties.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Still in this fight. Trying to rise up to this loser's finals. You never get to see that, JL.
Fidgeties toots as he pleases on here afterwards. Going to go in, try to set up the Gate of Demons one more time, but double the stars, double the fun. Get hit by them anyway.
Beautiful 2-8. Not too far for a throw reset there. We didn't commit. That 2H we would have had 100% meters, tripped on the Brave point. It's an early dropout.
Gotta have to be holding the plus frame thanks to it, but well timed on that. Thanks to the vertically spinning rats, was able to kind of get away from the situation using that U skill from Ryazo.
Wait, dash light as you try to have a thought. I see you thinking over there. I don't like it. No thinking.
Quite rude thinking. Not agreed. I do not recommend on that because this is what you end up at. You end up at set point.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh. Off to the corner. Opened up a couple times now. Fidgeties. A little anxious. Try to go for that close heavy anti-air.
That'll be a little bit too close onto the other side. May have switched things up a little bit on here, but getting the mash out on there, doesn't even worry about the item in piece. Going to finish the job back in neutral.
Cannons. Nice block on the overhead.
Holding the patience on there, just waiting for the item to pass on there afterwards. You're going to get the wall bounce, and that is going to be it for Ryazo after that finish on there, taking that over Fidgeties 3-1.
Great set here, and honestly, the well executed in trying to play against Vikala. You really want to try to overwhelm her. Don't let her get set up. Make her feel really uncomfortable, because on the opposite end, you're going to start feeling really uncomfortable with how many projectiles are on the screen. We saw that a few times here as Fidgeties really kind of overwhelmed the screen with plenty of projectiles, things to interrupt a lot of the approach from Ryazo here. So again, always impressed to see Fidgeties go really far with this character, because it is not an easy feat. But still, that has not been still it has been showing that to be the case as well. So Fidgety's excellent job, though falling short into 4th place. Still not a run to be disappointed about as we advance to losers finals with Ryazo up against Mars.
Yeah, like not an easy feat to get around like some of the cannon fire that Fidgety's loves to place around on there. We saw that from time to time again, like getting pushed from one to the next level beyond on that afterwards. But you know, 4th place, we'll definitely see Fidgety's again in another top 8 in the future, I'm sure on that. Hopefully maybe at one of the other Grand Blue versus World Tour of like the qualifying events here for the free entry for and $200 potentially for either Boston or SQXL.
I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared by Fidgety's at CEO again. It's going to happen. I'm gonna play this random Vakala, and then once again, it's like, by the way, Fidgety's great. Thank you so much for telling me that. Because I was second guessing myself as why am I losing to Vakala right now? This is weird.
Yeah, it's like we need the that's why we have the customized. We need like the customized name tags again on there. Like make sure we know.
I wasn't looking. It was literally just I'm Fidgety's. Oh, that's why I'm losing to her.
I understand now. But here we go though. Ryazo on the Anila versus Wilness Mars Bar. Mixing up everything as we go into losers finals here. Let's go.
Look at that reach of that 2U. I can understand the pick for Anila. She could be kind of a pestering character against Wilness. And with Seox, I'd rather not take the chance of nearly getting one shot by Wilness. I can understand.
Yeah, the low health goes a long way on that, so I totally respect all that. But the Lava Swipe doesn't get anything really off of it. Fortunate for Ryazo, but the confirm coming in for Mars Bar. You're going to get that side switch. You're going to use another U skill on there. We're trying to go back and forth here in the neutral, not to be.
Fortunate for Ryazo, but look at this life deficit already. BC away. I'm going to do it again. We're blocking.
Locking it away. Going to get the first round for Mars Bars.
Battle 2. Engage.
Damn it, the 2M. Oh no. Dash heavy caught in an unblockable scenario. What a 2H. The cross under the boot? Alright.
Mars. And you get the wall. Okay.
Last interaction for Ryazo to try to survive for this game.
Sheep coming out to play. We're flocking about on here, holding it down one more time, throwing it out. Now we're trying to. I like this option actually, and I was thinking about that with an Anna. We're being able to get away from Volcanic Knee, just like holding down Wilness from a distance, and you're forcing the block.
Clash, but yet the low into the Hadron. I'm gonna finish the job. It's not a bad idea, right? You still get to send out Sheep to really challenge against Mars here, but Volcanic, you still get the lead. That was literally down special, immediately get off. You almost got blown up.
Yeah, 100% on that. We're trying to check out with these throws on here from a distance on here. Let the Sheep do all the dirty work. Kind of keeping it in, you forcing the BP away from Mars Bars.
Excellent.
Watch it to you. Effective the block. Now ready to convert. No way. You don't have a kill here. Yeah, reset. It was an early launch.
Yeah, chance for Ryazo to turn this around right here. We're spinning all those BP. We're going to hit the combo a little bit down to the other side. Cheeky, get the throw and the round.
Battle 2. Engage.
What did we start with? Just a run up? No, don't DP right there, Ryazo. Another knee, coast to coast we go.
Long distance calling coming in with that Volcanic Knee one more time. Try to check out with the low again from that distance, but Mars Bars denies it. We're just dashing. We're throwing in with the Sheep.
With back specials. Just trying to keep Mars at bay. full resources on the side of Mars with SBA. Oh, shit. Finally, you're in the corner, respecting that spacing. We saw that blow up happen against Iago.
Jump on the sheep, keeping the distance on there. Mars bar is a volcanic knee away, but you know what? The Skybound art says hello to the knee.
Uh-oh. Oh, reset. Mars making the approach. The heavy, dash heavy.
Coming out to play.
See, I mean, we're still 100 meter on the side of Mars. All it's going to take is a touch.
Gotta respect it on there, but we catch on the back.
Oh,
no! To the head on smash on here. You are D-E-A-D dead. No, the combo
No,
limit
you're not.
denies it. Denies it. The DP back from Riazo. Wow.
I think I almost feel like another ultimate spin might have pushed you over the edge. At the very least, the forward special, go for the uppercut.
Yeah, I was for sure thinking that. It's like, oh, that has to be the final hit on there, but maybe the additional spin, if that was possible on there, could have been it. Maybe it was a little bit afraid of that potential, but Riazo now going to tie it up 1-1.
To the corner, nice block with the heavy punish.
We are leapfrogging right now. We are trying to get in, and you know what? Mars like, nah, I'm gonna just hit you. I'm just gonna hit you.
Usage of the block button right there. Goes for the SBA. Great way to turn the tide, if you willness. Close. What a jab. Unafraid is Riazo. And I feel like that's partially how you got to fight Willness. You can't be afraid of the character because regardless if you're wrong, you're going to die. If you're right, that possibility has not been removed whatsoever. You could possibly die even if you're right.
100% on there. We've seen time and time again, Riazo's been quick on the trigger at several of these buttons on here, trying to get that corner carry in that last match as a result, but the 2H from Mars Bar is going to try to maybe turn things around with the confirm. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Round up for Mars.
With the quickness on that confirm, going to try to get in another critical moment between these two players here in loser finals.
Oh, trying to go for the launch off the down special, but Mars very quick to react. Nice block.
Oh,
2H for you.
Yeah, try to anti-air on that, and the result is you're going to have to deal with the whole flock on it. Trying to get that corner carry with the jump on it, pushing all the way. BP, get off of me!
Likely that's a deep run from Riazo. See as Mars does get the low. Ultimate Hatcher, and if we can convert this to victory, we do. 2-1 lead for Mars.
And we're going back to the room. This is where Riazo starts thinking whether or not we confirm, we keep it to that. I feel like in online brackets, Riazo has, this is the tendency where it's time for the switch of character, but what do you think, Zero? What do you think here?
I mean, you're playing so well with Anila, and I think about the characters that we have on the side of Riazo. A character that I maybe would like to have is somebody with a projectile to at least try to contest or something mid-range reach. That's not in the arsenal of Riazo outside of like Anila. Like I think you were doing fine there, but if you make a switch, you push a big risk with Siak. So I feel like you go for Grand EX if you are committing to a switch. But your odds aren't going to be much better, really. I feel like you're still stuck in the same position. The hot seat that Mars puts you in.
Yeah, like literal hot seat with the avatar going on right now. Just like as we go in through it, I do agree with you on this because I think the sheep have been doing a really good job of locking down Willness in certain situations, being able to use that like as its own basic projectile in there as we're trying to push through is is one of the great things that Anila has in this matchup.
Yeah, she does have that great range as far as the 2U. We saw that come into play a couple times. I think it's just keeping Wilderness at bay as best as you can. Granted, you've done a great job navigating that space, making it difficult for Mars. You just get unlucky. And that's every player going up against Wilderness. It's not a matter of like, well, it is definitely a matter of like you coming up against a better player, but at least like, all right, well, Wilderness is going to outdamage me no matter what. I just have to make a couple more hits to try to survive.
Right. And right now we're getting those hits in there with the triple attack overhead in there. We managed to push Mars Bars into the corner. We're just running up the deep run up into the grab, and we go for it again after the neutral drop. Maybe again? No!
Yeah, I think this is a match where you reassess your willingness to risk reward against Wilderness. And more often than not, Riazo is willing to push the envelope when it comes to risk to see that great reward. But that's all the better for Wilderness because Wilderness, hefty dude, could take a bunch of hits. Riazo has to be very cautious. Great on the DP.
Single flop actually going beyond on that with the follow-up, like really nice timing on that just to make sure they get at the corner. But that back throw of Mars Bars, hold on now. Hold on. Might be the opportunity to switch things around.
Nice jump install to get out the opposite way. Patience, very important to get out of that corner. Get a little too overzealous. You get blown up for trying to attempt too early. Too well checked. Mars finds the ultimate Hadron.
And that was a great time to put that in there as well in there just because they would absolutely get the corner as a result on here. Now dealing with the trifecta of Sheep into the corner as keeping the mid-range.
Sheep catches the backdash. Nice launch with the back to range. You can go SSBA.
Go ahead with the wind-up and the pitch. I hear the music in the background. You get hit by the fluffiness of the Sheep, but not enough to kill.
Wow. You both had the same idea, but you reacted with the DP. You told yourself no matter what, as soon as Mars breathes, I'm DPing. But the option was Mars saying, as soon as I get up, I'm going to DP.
Yeah, it's like the other one is like, it's like he does not have that DP fit on lock here. Going to go in 2-2 right now in this losers finals.
And nice low. Next DP, get back out of the corner.
Nothing but a grab, nothing but a head-on smash in the favor of Mars Bars. Go right back into it.
Watch it. Deep cross up. My goodness. All right, so I'm not going to spend the SSBA. It's too far away from victory, so we're going to leave it as a threat for later. Save up those resources for ultimate skills. Ultimate DP for Mars. Nice dash light. Big opportunity. You will get a super.
Yep. See that in very, very short order here. Set in for the one interaction after. Potentially.
No shot! That wasn't a reaction, chat. It was not a reaction. It was just a, I guess I'll put the 2U out.
The point blank 2U to get to that point, and we send it out again.
It's not wrong because on the approach, you're gonna get the call out there. I might give you sound reaction, but I don't believe it. For that stare down, no, you just pulled the trigger.
Oh, and we catch on the way down. More damage for Riazo in this situation. One here, the fluffiness of the Sheep going to get the follow-up. In combo limit one more time. Just going to blank it out. Get the back throw for Mars Bars.
Dane, you still have all the resources in the world. This is a game for Riazo. This is the set. 3-2 victory. Riazo rising to the ranks of grand finals on the loser side. One step closer to punching their ticket to chain shift.
Oh, and get that reward, get that admission, get the $200 for first place on here. Of course, Marspar still going to get like a sum of the matcherino here tonight, which, by the way, thank you all for claiming your codes for tonight. We still got a few more of those remaining on here, so exclamation point matcherino, make that happen.
16 codes still remain. It's going to be really appreciated if you all can use up those codes. And even still, while you're watching, please, if you can, feel free to contribute a single dollar to that matcherino. Start the train going. It helps so much for all the players that are competing here. If you don't want the $3, you can send that to me, Mars. I greatly appreciate it, actually. And yeah, with 99 watching, you're gonna bump that prize pool up to an additional $100 into that matcherino. I'm sure the players would greatly appreciate it. And of course, thank you all for hanging out with us. It is grand finals time. First place will actually get their ticket to Chain Shift Pain. So just the registration, of course, and then an additional $200 on top of that. So it's going directly to the victor to help them pay out for their trip to Chain Shift, that 4-star Grand Blue versus Tour event. Who will come out on top?
We're going to find out right now. No changes across the board. Riazo switching back to the 6. We got PMA on the ferry, as it has been all evening here. Let's go.
Believe in victory.
All right, so looking for this reset, immediate send into Seox.
Go right into it, like trying to go for this overhead afterwards here. The dive kick. Great blocking from PMA so far. Kyle challenges it out. Nice.
Gonna go for that 5L side swap right after. GG to lock it down with the 2L. Tiago's been so dastardly run up 2Ls.
Try to go for the U skill afterwards, and PMA had more than enough time to react on top of that here. Doesn't even need GG to finish off the job, just goes in for the low whip.
Battle 2. Engage.
Guard though. Great back throw. Wanted to be, see the back. Jesus. All right, so put the bricks, Riazo. I know you want your turn, but you're just not going to have it for a little bit until you get out of this corner scenario.
Yeah, nice roll away on that. So you're gonna have a chance on here. You're gonna go in for the SBA on top of that here. Half that life bar already gone from Very.
Nice staggered. All right. That should be a good launch opportunity here for Riazo. If we want to go for the full send, we take the round.
Battle 3. Engage.
No shot. Round start. Thunder Flash.
Onto the other side, get the westward corner as a reward. On top of that, Gate of Demons gets denied by the BC, but not the Thunder Flash. PMA is all in there.
Block. It's been so fascinating to see how often Riazo's been pumped up brakes on these Rekka series.
Trying to see
We'll
what the
get the
best
full
option.
finish here, actually. We'll take the dub off this one. Just being able to strike within a moment's notice. Riazo. First game up.
Yeah, that's going to go a long way on here. You know how this goes on here. Like, loser has to get through the reset on here. PMA sitting on the winner side still at this point there, but 2 more to go to get that reset happening for Riazo. Into the 2L, okay. Gonna go ahead and get the knockdown one more time on here into the combo limit.
Series. 6 claw. All right, nice little BC.
Oh, nothing on the throw. Gonna get a light punish on there. Got away scot-free almost.
Big jump. No! Trying to go for the parry.
Oh, I really thought that the ball was going to hit in time on that. Riazo was able to eke it out there, just backed away. Unfortunately, put themselves in the corner for a brief moment. Check out with this distance.
What a spot dodge. This is huge. Iago taking the round.
Battle 2. Engage.
Thunder Flash on there anyway. Nothing on the Beppo DP, but we're going to go in triple attack time. Coming in for PMA into the corner. You go, Ryazo.
Parry out of the corner. Still a massive lead for PMA right now. Let's go for the whip. No challenge. Daw, if you would have caught with GG upon the landing of the heavy, gated team is not going to work. Able to escape into this corner and get the tech, actually saving you from a throw incident into GG. Great parry.
Oh yeah, going to take over onto the other side here. Into the setup. One more gated demons coming out to play, forcing the BP away from PMA. Going to get the hit with the dispense.
I mean, honestly, Iago has no reason to chase down. Beautiful EX guest pens to get the finish.
Believe in victory.
Plenty of life on there. Like, Ryazo could have ways to get in on there if you made a mistake on there and you're ready to hold down. Just find those moments.
Jeez, how many techs are we going to take here? Nice parry back on the 2U. What's up, dog?
Oh, we're going to catch it on with the ground and normal on top of that here. Finish it off. Enough time. No GG's being set up here, but we get the block on the follow-up U skill.
Little drop. Does take the up dog one more time. He's blocking the 6 claw, but not able to get a punish. We're going to end off A-OK.
Zero BP on the side of PMA, and it can go a long way because you just need 3 precious little hits, and that life bar just drains away.
Battle 2. Engage.
Iago making an adjustment here, not going to call out, or get called out by a parry, rather.
Russell's been very active with them all throughout there. Been a couple close situations as a result on the SBA in it, but still making it work here. Going to get the bounce off on the wall one more time. Yeah, then did it with the flash.
Oh, empty into lights. Ryazo going to take the game.
Getting closer and closer to a potential reset happening in the favor of Ryazo. PMA still up, like still has the one on board. It can go back and forth here, having to spend a lot of BP just to keep Ryazo out of their sights.
Great. Safe option here. Late tech. 2U. Massive lead for Ryazo. We're gonna have to hold the GG.
Nothing on the 6 claw, just gonna go ahead and get knocked down. Ample time for GG to come out and play. Second verse, same as the first on there, but we're gonna call out the backside for the Thunder Flash. This time gets BP'd.
Jump heavy. Orb set up. Ponder upon thee.
Oh, and you still have to worry about it even from behind on there. Get in with the guest bends at the very end. Bring it down. Another round for PMA.
Battle 2. Engage.
The light full screen distance. Nice dodge in the empty hand. Oh, the parry off the jump light. Able to earn this corner position. I like the option that we're going for the dash through every time off the parry. Getting better positioning in this corner.
Yeah, going to be critical and important in these matters. But right now, we're going to PMA going with the follow-up coming in. Going to go knock down. You're going to look at this orb. You're going to ponder the heck out of it here.
Pick up. Just go some dash cancel off of it. He might follow through off the Rekka series, which just opted not to. 6 ball. Now available. There we go. Finish with the ultimate. So round apiece. Ryazo threatening a reset.
3. Engage.
closer. Just need one more dot on it. Gate of Demons actually clips PMA for a brief moment. Almost put ourselves into the corner, but able to jump out of that situation.
Pause. Another one. Late tag.
Again.
Keep doing it. Oh, the throw bait. We go for the Gate of Demons. That will be a reset for Ryazo. We're getting another set on our hands, folks.
Love to see it. Love to see it. That's more Grand Blue for me, you, and everybody in between on there. Hope you've been enjoying it. Good news, we got some more for you right now.
Absolutely. All right, so we get an opportunity to change things up a little bit, but of course, Iago is going to be sticking with Fairy. I don't suspect that Ryazo will make a change at this point either, since it's a whole new set. They both have the opportunity. Oh, UL! I spoke too soon. Wait a minute.
Okay.
All right, what do we got for Ryazo, though?
What
are we playing? Still Seahawks. All right, fair enough.
Okay, playtime is over. That's what the sticker said on it. We got 8 of those codes remaining, by the way, in the matcherino. I would love to see it 0 by the end of this set here. But here we go, Grand Finals reset.
Yeah, I don't know why we go for the UL pick. I think it's probably because we're running into a bit of frustration, no? Like, it's just dealing with Ryazo constantly closing the gap. My game plan's not working, so let's go for somebody that's got like a standard DP and able to get out of dodge the same way that Seahawks likes to.
Yeah, you're able to go a little bit mano a mano in this situation on here. Probably, like maybe like getting a little closer with the third dance. You're actually able to challenge out somebody with the 6 claw like we just saw right there. But right now we're just going to get hit with the Thunder Flash on the other side, get thrown.
Stepping off the stance. Dash like to challenge, but you're still back against the wall. 2 breakpoints down from Ryazo.
What 2U in? Yeah, beautiful call out with that 2U on top of that here. Going to try to get into the reset on it, but no dice. We're going to go back into neutral thanks to the EX follow from Ryazo.
Fall for throw bait this time with the 2M. It's a Raging Chain, last one. Should be able to take this round.
Words coming into play. Ryazo going to take the first round here. We bait out the DP, but no punish.
Negate. Oh, and no.
Again, and that is so unfortunate for PMA in this scenario. Going to give ample opportunity with the confirm in there, and that's game number 1 going directly to Ryazo.
Believe in victory.
Going back into it with UL.
Okay.
It's changed up a little bit, but maybe it's that comfort, right? We got to figure out how to get comfortable in this matchup with a new character. We spent a whole set with Fairy. New data in this matchup.
Cancel out.
Unchanged, honestly. Ryazo's still just pressing the issue the same way we were against Fairy.
Yeah, and it's been working each and every time on there. Already half the life bar gone in the scenario here. PMA trying to find that momentum in there, trying to cancel out on some of these skills as we go on. But now you're in SSPA. You do get the dash right on there, but you're not able to get any pickup.
Oh no! Off the wall with the empty hand. The JH connects. Nice round for Ryazo.
Oh, the air-to-air conversion from Ryazo time after time in this set and the one before here. Still going very strong in your early spot dodge, but maybe, unfortunately, was like a little bit off time on that, so going to get punished by Ryazo yet again.
Nice low. 2L, open it up. Ryazo is not going to be deterred from doing a 2L.
BP doesn't even want to deal with plus frames as a Fox play.
And spending extra time running in your face, and PMA still doesn't want to press anything. Will get counter hit when it's too little too late. Here's the super, here's another game. Ryazo on 2-0 in the reset.
And it's looking closer and closer, like Ryazo may be getting that potential admission and $200 for first place on here. We're going back to the room. Understandable after that time here. Is it time to go back to the ferry? What does PMA have in mind? There is the Ilsa.
Ilsa? Okay. I like Ilsa. She's a lot of fun, especially when you think about the set play sense, right? There's a lot of fun routes that you can do, especially in the corner position when you play around with the 2-2-U, her EX nuke.
Get the truth nuke out in play, but right now the Thunder Flash, like it was before, like against Barry, like it was against UL, working out in full favor here, having to use the BP to get Riazzo off of PMA.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, with great set play, you have to initially knock down Seox, and this is a tricky matchup for her, I feel like, where Seox is able to close the gap very quickly, make things kind of null and void on the side of Ilsa to get to this exact position. If you can control the pace, you're going to be fine, but Riazzo is the one in complete control.
Yeah, it turns out that Riazzo has all the tabs, is the front man for this band in here and leading the charge on here. No rhythm being put into place. PMA is having to fight for this. Riazzo is on tournament point.
Trying to fish with the 2M here. Yeah, you're hard pressed in this corner. You need to wait for your 50% to get a reversal. It's not going to be coming at this rate. Nice 2U. Push. Yeah, the forward special under, or Rekka ender rather.
A lot of Sacred Hell. Get the Quickman beams out.
Oh, yeah, baits up the 2H.
Ilsa's 2H is super good, but the timing on it from Riazzo was even better at this point in here. We're going to go ahead, get into the wall. Breaking this up, and the throw! That is going to be it! In the end, Riazzo taking it in the reset, 3-0.
Riazzo locking in a ticket to chain shift. The registration can be paid for that with $200 as well. Unfortunate to showcase Ilsa at this point. It's a tough match here. I understand the idea of like, all right, I can showcase Beam that controls the screen space, but Empty Hand is such a great tool to close the gap against Ilsa. You could try to quick shot medium version of her standard Beam, but the angle is going to be iffy to try to catch Seox trying to close the gap with Empty Hand. So it's kind of awkward. At that point, you're looking at trying to set up Grenade, medium version, trying to track, even light, trying to control the airspace. But still, it's a tricky matchup for Ilsa. It's not one that I would find very favorable. And honestly, out of the 3 characters we showcase, I feel like Fairy would kind of be your go-to. But even then, you're going up against Seox. And it seems like the arsenal of characters that Iago has is not really well suited to try to contest against Seox. I feel like, oddly enough, UL might have been the best of the 3, having that DP to try to call things out and a retreating option with their Fox stance. But even still, Riazzo stands strong amongst the best of them, takes it tonight, and earns their ticket. And that is a splendid way to kick things off and honestly set yourself up for a glorious weekend at Chain Shift.
Yeah, no, like that's coming up very, very soon on here. So like what better way to have it than have a little bit extra in the tank to make that happen. So yeah, shout out to Riazzo for making that happen. Again, like you're saying, love seeing the Ilsa come out at the very end. I do agree with you. I think Fairy was the better pick on there just to be able to dodge through some of those situations, but unfortunately was not to be.
Well, thank you all for hanging out with us. And of course, let's thank the folks that made tonight's event possible. Again, first and foremost, there are bounties for each and every Kanme Esports bracket, or at least the Grand Blue bracket, rather, excuse me, where you can actually try to complete some of these challenges, get some free Kanme Esports merch. It's a glorious time, a great way to kind of see how far you can go. I feel like the slam dunk one is to knock Vikala down. I don't have any beef against Vikala. I do have a lot of beef against Vikala, but if you knock her down 3 times on her stage, you do get a sticker, for example, or use 3 Ultimate Starry Skies in a single combo as Matera. This is very Monarch pilled. I feel like only Monarch is doing this, all right? That's literally it. But yeah, that's how some of the bounties play out here. Challenge yourself to see how far you can go in a Kanme Esports bracket.
Honestly, I want to see Monarch just cash in that they own gift on there at the very end, get those stickers in there. But of course, like we cannot do this also without our partners over at Zenni Optical on there. You can like look at it from zenni.com/Kanme. You can use the code Kanme for 10% off and get some wonderful glasses at really reasonable prices. I have 3 or 4 of these pairs at any given time, just like whenever I feel it's like, you know what, I'm feeling like these pairs today. That's what I decided with the pair I'm wearing right now, in fact, on there. They're easy to lug around on there. You scan that QR code, you see the styles, you get the sunglasses for the summer, get ready for the beach or wherever else may take you on there. And yeah, definitely check that out for yourself.
And of course, let's not forget to support the Kanme shop. You can scan the QR code and head right to that online store. You can use code Kanme10 for 10% off your order. That includes stickers for Tekken characters, including the newest releases of characters, and some Uma Musume stickers for our Cygames fans. That's the QR code there. Use Kanme10 at checkout for an additional discount.
I can't wait to see what they come up with for id for Grand Blue when that comes around. But of course, we're also a proud partner of KOK Journey Coffee Company. Coffee beans sourced from Guatemala and Colombia. You can improve your future wake-up options easily with the beans of the FGC by just taking 15% off your entire order with a minimum purchase of $20. Scan that QR code. Check out the site. Definitely a fan of the dark roast, as you can see in the ad. Check it out.
Absolutely. And of course, tonight was an online qualifier for Chain Shift. Like we mentioned, first place, Riazo got their entry paid for Chain Shift and $200 to help them out with adventuring during the Grand Blue versus World Tour. The next event that you can look forward to is going to happen on June 24th. It'll be an online qualifier, and first place will also get their entry paid for Boston Blue Beach episode, yet another 4-star qualifier. And of course, August 26th will be the SQXL qualifier. You just attempt one of these brackets out here, take first place, and hey, you get paid out, and that's going to save you some cash when you head over to any one of these 4-star qualifying events. And speaking of which, Boston Blue Beach episode, it's going to be that World Tour stop. It's a 4-star stop. It's a qualifying event happening July 18th to the 19th. So definitely sign up for it. It's going to be a great time. I went there last year for the first time. I had a splendid time. And I'm looking forward to that restaurant across the street, actually, for the venue. Now that I think about it, I had some good tacos over there. I would like more. Not only do they have Grand Blue, but they have other brackets as well. So it's also going to be an Arc World Tour stop. So sign up for some Guilty Gear Strive. You so choose. And why not play some other games? There's a mystery title out there. Street Fighter 6 is going to be available alongside 2XKO. Feel free to sign up at start.gg/beach today, even. Sooner the better. Those prices go up pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, very soon. It's going to be, I believe, June 7th when that is going to come through. And, of course, we still have a couple of those matcherino codes to claim out there. So if you've been enjoying this entire evening full of wonderful sets, wonderful games all the way through, log in, claim a code. It's just go to that matcherino. You click it in. You go to use your Google, use your Facebook, use anything. You can use your Supercell if you have one of those as well. Like any one of those download. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I was like, I forgot they had one of those. It is just, and all you have to do after that, you log in, you get claim code, boom, you're done. We don't ask much else of you. We just ask you to click a single HTML element on a web page. And nothing else for that on there. If you've been enjoying it and you want to contribute extra on it to help pay out the top 3, you are more than welcome to on that. But we do this for every one of the Kanme online clashes for both Tekken and Grand Blue, and the players would definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. And Risky Sweet, thank you for having me over for a good old Kanme Clash time.
Oh, you know, it's always a good time with you on the Mic Zero on here. Where can they find you?
At Zero Syndicate on Twitter and Blue Sky, or idon'tdoanything.com. I don't know what I'm streaming lately, actually. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I play some RPGs like Relink once again. You might catch me playing some Battlefield 6. And we're going to get back on the fighting game space. Like I said, I'll probably be watching some of the tournaments this weekend, catching up on the Grand Blue versus sites. Yeah, it links right to my Twitch. It's a real link. I pay for it. Gosh darn it. Use it.
Yeah, and also, yeah, you can find me, at Johann Hat, JOHANNHAT on both Blue Sky and on Twitter on that, with just at .bsky.social on Blue Sky. More active on there lately with like just random tidbits and all that. I do have a website at riskysweep.com, but I need to update the SSL, so don't look at it completely yet. But it's there. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress, a WIP. I don't have anything else other than shout out, like, check out, sign up for the next Grand Blue Initiative event here for Kanme Online Clash here to help Boston Blue Beach episode on here to get that first place. The matches were incredible tonight. I want to see that turn out again and again, and even more so if we can.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you all once again for hanging out with all of us. And until next time, everybody, you all stay happy, stay healthy, and later days.
Take it easy.